On the path to being the best power in the airwaves, changing the way we break it down the game.
Welcome back to the F&S Network. This is the F&S Podcast. We back with a squad pod. This is Matt.
Josh back in the building. Finally,
we can hear Andrea today.
That's Andrea.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Louisa.
So this episode today, we talking about the highly popular bullying, very out of pocket show called Pop the Balloon. Yes,
so you say it's a bullying
show. Is it really bullying?
Is it a bullying show?
Is it really
or is
bullying?
It people giving their honest opinions?
It's both.
Is it honest?
How is it bullying?
Anytime you can just go up to somebody and be like that's so disrespectful.
What's the difference between that and when you walk in the room, pop, pop, pop?
That's bad too, but when you just like go up and you make eye contact and you just face to face.
This is another good example of if you can dish it, you should be able to take it.
But you said it's a bullying show.
It is bullying because this is high school all over again.
Is it bullying or is it people finally being honest?
Say high school.
And it's a little shallow.
High school is passing notes back to, do you like me? Yes, no. That's back in school. This is like more direct.
But it asks
if you pass a note to a girl and say, if you like me, circle yes or no. If you get that note back and say no, your heart is gonna hurt, brother.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the only people that's gonna know about it is the people that you choose to tell.
So that is not true. Everybody at the end of the day, everybody in the school gonna know.
Like I said, it's gonna be the people that you choose to tell.
And you're not attacking the person's character either. Like they're attacking your outfit, the way you look.
Who started?
Don't have on the wrong shoes.
They both do.
But I got a question though. Aren't we all a little shallow?
I mean, when you first of all, it's you meet somebody off shallow tendencies. If you walk up as a guy, if you walk up hard to a girl, it's because you're attracted to them. But is that really shallow? Because you like what you look at?
I don't think it's shallow because if you actually are interested in a relationship, you need to be attracted to the person.
Yeah.
Define what is shallow to you.
No, like hold on.
Oh, look at his outfit. Look at her shoes. Man, I can already tell you we're watching the show and some girl comes out, busted outfit, you be like, nope, pop, pop.
That's not true.
Okay.
So it tells you something about the person too.
Do all them dudes pop the balloon, them girls walk out? They all got their balloon popped up for the most part.
First of all, let me say this. We are all married here.
Yeah, we are.
We already chose who we want to be with, okay? So whatever we say here, this is not to be taken as how you say it. This is not to be taken as us
being single and literal.
Yeah,
we're just giving our.
Are you giving the disclaimer for the people or for your wives?
To take it, I guess. Who needs to take that?
Like I'm protecting myself. I am
I'm just saying because some of the things that we could say, people gonna be like, well, look at y'all, blah 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 blah.
And I'm screw what they own. Look, see, I don't care if it patrols.
I don't neither. But I just
they can go under the bridge.
I just just wanted to put that out.
Man, don't you say a lot of people be like, that's why you ain't even. That's why you single. You be like, I'm married.
A lot of women think I'm single because I'm mean to them, so called. But I'm like, well, you're not my wife. Why am I going to act like? Well, first of all, why am I about to sit there and be all extra flirty and all that? You're not my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be nice to you. You know what I mean? But but I'm not about to sit here and be all extra like. Because you a woman,
right?
You a person.
Because they so used to dealing with that. People are so used to dealing with that, and they think every person that they come across is going to fit that same description.
No, my wife is the only one I'm really nice to, and my peoples. Like my wife, you got the homie Andre here, Josh's wife. You know what I'm saying? My sister, people like that, my real people. You know what I'm saying? But if you're some stranger, just because you a female, I'm not no thirst bucket. I ain't thirsty.
Right.
So, I'm not about to sit here and be all, oh yeah, sweetheart. I call you sweetheart, baby, none of that.
Yeah.
I'll open the door for you. If you don't say thank you, I'm gonna let it go.
Oh my god.
You better say thank you or something. Do you disagree?
I totally agree.
Do you agree?
Agree.
Do you agree? All right, then. So I mean, I'm just making sure I'm not crazy.
But chivalry is supposed to be dead anyway, right? So
Listen, I'm polite to people. Like, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
if I see I'm at work and I see some lady struggling with some steel, well, let me go ahead and
Go over there and
I'm
go
not
help
about
her
to
out.
sit there and play you like that.
Right.
But that don't mean I'm hitting on you, because the thing is, they'll get that twisted like you hitting on them.
Right.
I just know this is heavy in the mug. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then, all right, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Let me go ahead and, you know what I mean? And get out the way. I'm not hitting on you. I don't want you. I have a wife, okay? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell my wife too, though. Now, if her car broke down on the side of the road and if a man come up trying to change the tire, he wants something. He want a number or something. Do you agree?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I
I
don't
don't think.
think
Would
we've
you be
always...
cool with a guy changing your wife's tire on the side of the road? Or do you want her to call AAA or whatever insurance you got?
Well, hopefully the dude that worked for AAA,
Yeah.
But because that's my first move. I'm gonna tell my wife, okay, get in the car, call AAA, call whatever.
Say I did that, but say somebody comes and they're like, oh, I can help you real quick and get you on your way. Would you say, oh, don't, just let him go on?
Tell him, oh, thank you, but AAA is already coming. This is a service. This is a service that I'm paying for.
Exactly.
So you
Now,
know,
I'm saying that to say that there's no real good people out in this world that exist. It's just that it's more than just them wanting something from you, like whatever sexual stuff that people be thinking about. But people could want to rob you. There's been stories of dudes supposedly being stranded on the side of the road and somebody pulls over to try to help them out, and then they
Ted Bundy. That's how he used to get his victims.
What? People breaking out cars?
He used to pretend like he was broke down over the road, and he would have crutches to lure his victims. Ted Bundy did that.
I never heard that.
Yep, he sure did.
Well, anyway, we're getting off.
Sorry, I'm just saying he did.
Anyway. So the whole general basis of this Pop the Balloon show, you have a run of females or a run of males, and one person of the opposite sex comes up, and everybody has a balloon except for that one person.
Mm-hmm.
And right off the top, the people that have the balloons have the freeness to pop the balloon to pretty much say they not interested in this person.
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason.
They can say whatever reason they want.
Whatever reason that they want. And I'll just tell you this much, this just tells me how bad the world has gotten.
Well, do you agree that as soon as a person walk into the room, when people are popping right away, what do you feel about that? Do you agree that's okay, or you think that's messed up and they just walked into the room?
that's judging strictly off of appearance,
Right.
which is your right.
I mean, look, like he was saying earlier, physical attraction is pretty much the first base that is covered between two people that develop a relationship with each other.
Now,
So I got a question. If 600-pound life, my 600-pound life type of person walked in there and they the single person, y'all popping y'all balloon?
yeah.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
Because you don't care about yourself.
Thank you.
You care about yourself.
Thank you.
What's
You're
your-
right. Everybody's really love. And you know what?
That's
Small Listen, look,
man.
That doesn't mean that I'm gonna be mean and cold to the
I'm
person.
not gonna be cold with you.
That just
If you
means
know it-
that
Go ahead. Go
okay,
ahead.
look, that just means that we ain't gonna have no romantic relationship with each other like that.
Test show.
Now, have you noticed how the guys on this show, they usually okay. You know why?
You literally just said you would pop your balloon as soon as we walk in.
We haven't seen
we haven't seen every show
an ugly female.
We only watch like
ugly female.
Where she was the one popping the balloon.
Who?
Whereas a lot of guys, we only watched, what was it, 2 of those?
We ain't seen enough ugly people on this.
No, it's saying the girls judging the guys.
Where the girl is judging the guy.
Yes, they haven't
female?
really been ugly.
Talking about the girl with the windshield wiper eyes, her?
Yeah, for real.
Like, dog, her eyelashes was crazy.
What got her was
that
her
stuff
body.
worked better than Rain-X.
For real.
What got her was her body. The other girl...
Right, was she cold,
too.
though? No. It was just her
We all agreed she was dumb as a box of rocks.
Exactly.
So, you know...
But you only found that out after talking to her.
Right. Oh, you gotta
right, of course. You gotta... That's what
we gotta get past the
we're
lustful
talking about
part.
the very beginning.
Once again, she brought up the 600-pound life. First of all, I have a right to want to be with somebody that shows some self-care for themselves.
Whether they started at a heavier weight
Can we agree on this?
and they're losing weight and they're working on themselves.
Check it though, right?
So would you pop the balloon?
Everybody don't
You
like
don't
the
know
same
that
thing.
Yeah, you don't know that automatically until you, like Andrea said, hear the person start talking.
Everybody don't like the same thing. You got some guys that like women real thin. You like some guys that like thick women. You like everybody like you got some women that like that.
Okay, so don't sit up here and get mad when you see some of these women walk right out and the women is popping the
balls. Can I ask you this question? What person actively goes seek some 600-pound person?
Do you know that most of the people on that show got is in a relationship or married?
But they end up becoming that. They wasn't waiting in the beginning.
It's more Instagram models that's single than 600. They be like, dang, it's somebody for everybody.
Well, listen.
Man, she got.
Was they that wait in the beginning? How long were they together? Oh, we've been together for 15 years.
That's not necessarily true. People can be like, this and a lot of times people this my boyfriend.
I do know that there is some dudes that like they women on the big side.
Ain't nothing wrong with bigger.
There is nothing wrong with
man.
Ain't nothing wrong with bigger.
There is nothing wrong with that.
But some 600-pound coming in walking like the penguin? No, we not doing that.
Well, she has a great personality, man.
Well, we not. Listen, let's be.
I mean, you be talking about shallow people, but
let's be serious. Can we be serious?
Now, but you making excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
There is some type of on-site.
You gotta have concern with me.
No, I'm not. I agree. But see, Matt be trying to put us in the shallow pool. Like, I don't do that. You be in that shallow pool.
When have I said this?
You be on that shallow pool.
When have I said this?
You say it all the time. All the time we have conversations.
When?
Yeah, you say it all the time. You give me scenarios. So if I ain't had no teeth, you still be. And so you just automatically. If I were like this person, would you try to talk to me?
And you would say no.
So you.
I mean,
wait.
So
teeth is a big
thing too.
I'm sorry. Sorry, teeth is a deal breaker.
I can't have my thing.
I don't care what your personality.
So you can have one, but I can't.
What?
You can have a deal breaker, but I can't. That sounds like VA.
Fine, you the one who act like you above it all.
No, I never said that.
Like, I accept everybody.
I never said that out of my mouth.
I can date someone.
These are lies on the show. Why are you lying? These are lies.
Okay, so if I'm missing teeth.
Missing teeth?
Yes.
If we was together or not?
No.
Because if you end up getting your grill knocked out, we together. We just gonna get that fixed.
No, that don't count.
But if you walked up to me with your fronts missing, I'm not interested or grip because I'm not attracted to it. You know what I'm saying?
What if I had the same personality? What if I had the same personality? What if I had the same personality that I have now?
You wouldn't get as far as to find the person's personality because you've already written them off.
But check it though. Listen, if we together, you get your fronts knocked out. Oh man, that's crazy.
That's not the same.
Let's go get the credit card. Let's get the credit card. Get the veneers on point. Boom.
You're committed to the
right. If you walk up to me with the fronts gone, teeth black, it looks like you can't sit there and say you're gonna be feeling that, man. Like
you gotta think about case. Be real. Okay, but there is some value to your presentation to you when you first meet somebody.
You thought they got bad teeth.
It's like a job interview. Go ahead.
But I need to know the story.
People are born without straight teeth. Some people do.
They can be right clean. They can be wrong. Look, toothbrush, Listerine.
You got everything and be clean.
So you would date somebody with crooked teeth?
Listen.
Once again,
is your breath stinking?
You would date somebody with crooked teeth? Like
crack jokes.
crooked.
I just crack jokes.
Listen, no, look. See, out there, I'm not gonna crack jokes. Look, it's crack jokes, like, man, you be like this, look.
You don't jokes on your significant other?
You crack jokes on me?
You make jokes about how you look physically? At all. Like, you make jokes on your personality.
You be like, oh my God, you can't walk with your back, your knee, your leg.
It ain't got nothing to do with your looks.
I mean,
like physical. That's not cosmetic.
It's not bad cracking jokes. I'm just
Nah,
saying. Like,
that's
man,
not.
You know what
So if a person with crooked teeth like walked up to you, you would be like, all right, I'll give you a
I mean?
chance.
Teeth clean, I don't smell no craziness. Like, you know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
Because there's people with straight teeth that breath from straight beef
Know what I'm
chicken.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta pull up some Google images.
No, don't do those.
Too.
No. Why are something that you're trying to make technicalities? You
Which-
can't accept
I
my
know you're not
answer.
tracking
Just
her-
accept
her,
it.
but
Why
if
don't you accept
somebody
my
like
answer?
that walked
You
up
make
to you,
technicalities
you
out
give
of
them a
everything. I'm
No,
just doing
you're
what you're
not. You're not accepting my answer here.
Okay, so if we thinking about the same person, okay,
Mhm.
before
Listen, I'm not trying to edit nobody's name.
we not not saying
cool.
on it.
All right.
But if we think about the same person, before she went and got her stuff fixed,
You're not supposed to be.
I ain't talking to no. I mean, that's chicken math right there. Before she got her stuff fixed, okay, she was still. Bruce was like, everything else is nice except that right there. That was the thing that was the holdup.
Is it? You talking about teeth?
Yes.
What about feet?
Oh man. Wow.
Some messed up, jacked up feet.
Yo, listen.
Well, you know what? See,
Especially for men.
I'm the type that I'm gonna try to find a solution to this problem. Okay.
Exactly.
So if you got
Everything
jacked
should be-
up teeth and we can like make this work together, I'm gonna be like, okay, look, we're gonna put these paychecks together so we can go to the business.
Giving her, but would you even have given the person a chance?
Yeah.
Yes.
You date them?
Are you still on that?
It's whoever.
It don't matter.
Once again, I need to get to know the person first.
That's what I'm saying. Would you even give them that
Would you
chance?
be popping a balloon? If you were in the show and you as soon as they came out and they teeth were like
First
that,
of all,
They
I
got
wouldn't even
homework.
be on this
They
show.
gotta talk.
oh my
First of
gosh.
all, be on this show. You didn't even be on this show.
Stop with the technicalities.
What I'm saying, and in order for you to be like, oh, their personality, you have to give them a chance.
Correct.
Right.
So on site, you would give this person a chance.
Oh man.
So you're not popping because we're talking about pop the balloon.
Right. But for me, I'm always going to give a person a chance to elevate themselves.
Know what I'm saying?
He just gonna dance around your question. So don't even. He like.
Oh no! Just going to accept lots of answers.
Fine. Y'all don't want to answer. He's talking about I'm not gonna be on the show. Matt, you on the show, right? So if Crooked Teeth came, would you be popping the balloon soon as she
No.
come in?
No.
All
I need
right,
to see
all
what
right,
you said, what you own first.
All right, but you popping someone who like.
If you
400
got messed up, because look, we can fix that. Wear socks all the time.
Understand where they're at in their journey. That person could have lost weight and they're at 400 pounds, and they have been.
Let's
taking
be
care of
serious.
themselves.
Let's be serious. If I waddled up to a 450, you not talking to me, man. So stop playing with me.
I never said I was. You the one who talking about
Right
you
there,
a balloon
so-
ball and you never stop popping my balloon.
What if I
You
said I was above?
They're looking at shoes, popping the balloon.
Whenever I said I was above anything, have I said I was above anything?
Listen,
You talking about his
I have never said I was above. When have I said? Can you answer this? When have I said?
She got jacked up as real. I ain't gonna pop the balloon.
Answer the question.
You gonna pop
Listen,
that balloon.
Answer the question.
Listen, look, because
Answer the question.
you don't see a person's teeth until they start to smile,
Right.
and
Matt,
show their teeth.
let me tell you something. I'll give you the teeth. I'll give that to you. But feet, I know you gonna pop that balloon. As soon as somebody walk up in the room with some messed up feet, you popping that balloon. I know you is.
He's silent, so she's
Don't-
not wrong.
We've been together way too long. You popping that. He used to see him on his feet rants. If we ever watched anything on TV, the person got terrible feet, he's gonna go on a whole rant about it.
Well, look, the point is, you can get your stuff popped
It's no excuse to have bad feet, dog.
Matt, I'm not talking about not being clean. You could just have messed up feet.
No, listen, let me tell you something.
Like big feet, you could
That's
have.
fine. But if it's done right,
corns.
There's no excuse to have those.
Yes, there is.
No, it's
Matt.
not.
People can get corns.
Unless you're a ballet dancer.
People get corns all the time, and it's not due to them not taking care of their feet. So
is there evidence?
It could be the type of shoes you wear that can cause you to get corns.
What shoes are these?
It could be shoes.
Do you get them? Okay then.
But what if I got a corn? What if I did get a corn?
But guess what you do?
What if I get a bunion or a corn?
But what you do all the time? I gotta get a pedicure. I gotta get my feet done. I gotta do this. Don't you do that all the time? You just painted your own toenails because you like, I need this. Didn't you do that?
Because he will be like,
oh, you really be checking feet like
they
Listen,
let it be what he don't like. So you ain't gonna get the French? Because you know that's my favorite. So you're not gonna get the French, the tips, the white tips.
Oh man, he ain't got nothing to say.
Don't tell me you don't. I'm not on the island by myself.
If some girl walked in there with Wolverine claws, you would be like,
man, you got Wolverine claws.
Thank you,
it could
Josh.
be anything. You could have a medical condition.
But why are you showing them? At least wear some socks. Thank you, man. Don't show that. At least be respectful to everybody. That's just like somebody being big in the mud but wearing an improper clothes.
You know that happens all the time.
Have more respect for your job interview than you was gonna have for me.
Exactly. That's my point.
Honestly, okay, so but sometimes what we see in the mirror may be different than what other people see. So we may
No. Red is red, blue is blue, black is black.
All right, ain't nobody gonna try to tell me that.
Because listen, if you super big and you know you got guts and all that, don't be wearing wear the proper attire.
Right.
If you got some jacked up, toe up feet, wear the proper attire.
Yeah, put some.
Do not wear flip flops. If you got ugly feet, you should not be wearing no open toe sandals,
for real.
Flip flops.
You shouldn't.
None of that.
You shouldn't.
None of that.
You shouldn't.
It's like
it don't matter. You should not. You gotta recognize
the shape of your feet is just
okay. The shape is a shape, but if
I wear toes because I can't help how I was born. Mary, is that what you say?
Listen,
he can't help how he was born. He can't help how he was born.
Listen, you about to have me. Listen, if your toenails is not
I'm not talking
done,
about it could be.
See, you can have a messed up shape, cool, but they clean. They not all ashy and jacked up like you stomping on concrete for a living. Then it's fine.
Matt, you already said you can't stand big feet.
If your feet bigger than mine,
that's where size 13.
That's disgusting.
I wear a size 13, man.
But think about how abnormal that would be.
You know what I'm saying? I wear a size 13.
So if
unless you 6'9",
some women that can still shop in the kids' Foot Locker section.
If I wear a 7-inch boy.
Thank you. So you make your feet sense. No, you're not making no sense. You're not making no sense. You just want to argue. Damn, fucking sense. You want to argue. That's all you want to do. But don't you like that apparently? So you like the debate? She claimed like to argue. But you gotta make sense with it. You can't just, you know what I mean? You gotta make sense.
All I'm saying is we all have a little bit of popping the balloon at the first sight.
Right.
I mean,
if you don't present yourself well,
nature.
Nobody's exempt.
If you don't present yourself well, why should you?
You can be the coldest employee in the world, but if you come to the job interview
looking,
smelling crazy, dirty and everything, you turn you away, but you could be the illest employee there is.
If you're in court and you trying to defend yourself, it's hot.
What the fuck?
You should be given like the worst case scenarios. Yeah, I'll pop the balloon if you look like a homeless person. But I'm talking about.
But you see, as a man, what it gotta be now. On your glasses,
yeah.
On your belt buckle, on your hair, on your braids, kind of.
Even though your braids was fresh.
Now you gotta admit, the homeboy with the regular T-shirt and the skinny leg dress pants and the dress shoes.
That was terrible. I don't know if I would have popped my balloon, but I just would have had to address that. Like, that's how you usually dress? I just want to know.
Mhm.
Because based on your answer, then I will
Well,
pop
he
the
was
balloon.
one of the guys that could pop their balloons.
Now check
but-
this out. This the problem. Now have you
Okay.
seen like the little memes where they show like a white dude or an Asian dude get with a black woman and they show how they style change progressively?
Right.
Oh yeah.
So what's the difference?
What's the difference between what?
They may get with you and be like, you know what, man, let me go ahead and change this up.
Yeah, I'd be like,
you
dude,
show me some
suicide
stuff,
song,
man.
like,
Like, you know what I
please
mean? Like, so
There you go. You fixing the problem.
but that's what I mean. You got to make people
they
aware.
like that person.
But you can be.
before they
but,
change.
But you got to be
And
aware.
a lot of those times, they've been with that person for like
Yeah,
a
they
year,
already like that
decades, have
person.
spanned, like,
Yeah, but this
That's
is
the same thing with the 400-pound case that he was making before.
Listen, man. Listen, you 400 pounds. We going to the gym.
But you're not even giving that person a chance
I
to
never-
take to the
listen,
gym,
see,
though.
If we don't,
we asked him,
if
I
we
said,
don't, now you asked if we don't, you asked if we don't pop the balloon.
because this is
Nah.
yeah.
If we're in an intimate setting and we talking,
So you're saying you would give that person a chance to even have a conversation with?
listen, if we don't pop the balloon, you're not in an
I'm
intimate setting.
saying
This is a
Conversation
this is a crash
that-
course.
that
This is a crash
yeah,
course. This is a crash course.
a regular conversation that has no romantic relationship being the goal behind it, but us just talking. Yes.
That might be a different
so
story.
why would you just be talking?
You might have a thyroid issue or something. You know, we gonna make sure. Let's see what we can. You know what I mean? Do the.
All right, Dr. Freeman.
No,
So
but I'm
what's
just.
the context of you just having a conversation with
Because-
a random person?
Well, there's always something that happens behind it. We can be at the gym. I need to go get a drink of water, and you might need one too. And I look at you. See you over there handling your business, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. I've been coming to the gym for something I love.
You're like,
Cool.
slide you my number.
Yes. Ain't nobody said that. Ain't nobody said that. The balloon is not life.
It's not. It's BS, and it's on a.
It's
internet.
entertainment.
This is not real life, y'all.
It's entertainment.
This is not
But
real
isn't
life.
it though?
But it's based
No,
on...
it's entertainment.
based on
No, how many
real...
people do you know? How many women do you know
That's single.
give? No.
That have this type of mindset. That's single.
Yes.
A lot of them.
Okay,
based
so
on real
real life.
feelings.
So isn't this something? See, there has to be an element in truth
Yeah.
on this show. There
It
has
is.
to be an element of real life that is on this show.
And you know what the
because
real life is?
What?
You single
Okay, but
because you're shallow.
you're saying that this is not real life.
People look like it in the morning. They look rough in the morning,
You're saying
right?
that this, hold on, let me go back. You're saying that this is not real life, but there is an element of real life.
Everything has an element of real life.
Yeah, it has the element of how people are stupid and dumb when it comes to trying to find quote unquote love.
Movies have an element of real life. It's exaggerated.
Right, but I'm not going to be like, this is not real life.
This isn't.
Yes, but there is an element because people, it's so
People like
popular.
this way.
It's very popular.
But you can't complain about the type of person you attract if you have these type of shallow tendencies.
But I don't feel like,
Which is
Every
once again define shallow.
I don't feel like just because a person may pop a balloon
Because of your glasses,
because of something
because
that they,
of your pants,
because of something they don't
because
like,
of your shoes.
just because a person pop a balloon because they don't like something cosmetically or aesthetically doesn't mean that they're a shallow person.
It's like scouting somebody. Let me break this down.
Oh gosh.
And they hate to hear you say that.
It's like it's like if me and Josh went overseas scouting the player, right? This dude like, yo, he not 6'3", but he does everything right as a point guard.
Let's make it
position.
specific. Let's say we went to South Sudan.
South Sudan, where Gilbert Arenas was talking crazy.
No,
Yeah,
crazy.
did y'all hear that?
He was bugging.
Yeah, forget
He was bugging on that. That's crazy.
Now,
Gilbert Arenas was talking that much.
I ain't gonna change the subject,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think Gilbert Arenas is a racist or anything like that. I just feel like this was him not thinking before he was talking,
Yeah.
and he was trying to be funny with his friends, and none of them jokes was fun.
What did I say about Gilbert? He's not the
You told me
smartest
that already.
fool in the
You
toolbox.
told me that.
I was like, I do not like Gilbert. He's a
But you-
very symmetric, like just one-dimensional
You
person.
told me that you're definitely right. I'm not
Personality-wise.
disagreeing
Yeah.
with you. But that's like if me and Josh went overseas to South Sudan, right?
Let's say South
I'll be like,
Sudan.
okay, we got just a 5'10" point guard. He's 5'10". He's not the height that we particularly like at point guard, but he distributes, play defense, get everybody in their spot.
He handles the ball well.
Exactly. Don't make
Steal it
mistakes.
from him.
We giving him a shot.
Okay.
Even though you're under hype here,
Mhm.
you can still do something. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't control your height.
Right.
Usually how guys think here. Now, when it comes to, because that's why you don't see how many balloons getting popped when these chicks be walking out. But with the girls, oh, it's like the fireworks. Oh my God.
Hold on.
Hmm?
How many times do you say stuff about the one basketball player who got like one hand and one arm or something like that?
Ashley
You be like,
Madison?
yeah. You look, I don't even know why that's ridiculous. They just doing that because I wouldn't, he can't.
This is common sense. He has no left arm.
He's trying.
Go to the left. Every time. Like, don't. I never said that. Hassel Emmanuel, I respect the talent, brother, but to think he could play in the NBA is absurd. Because if I'm the coach, I have no sympathy. Okay, you don't have a left arm.
Think about the opposing
You don't
coach.
have a left arm.
It's not
you don't-
to show sympathy for your
If you
handicap.
don't attack the left, you sitting down. You attack the left the whole time. The whole time.
Yeah, pretty
The
much.
entire time. I don't want to see you go right. You go left the whole time.
Pretty much.
The entire time. The minute you go to the other side, you sitting down.
Right. Exactly.
You want to play with us? Because this is the thing, right? You want to be treated as equal, that's fine. So being
It's
treated
fair treatment.
being treated as equal, if you got a knee injury, we attacking that knee. If
Right.
you got a wrist injury, we attacking that wrist. You know what I'm saying? If you got a rib injury, we bumping it to you.
And
If you're missing an arm, so we're going
right.
every
Right.
time. You
Right.
better find out, you better have some help defense or something.
Look, you made it far being who you is.
And I respect it.
And we all respect
And
that.
I respect it, but guess what?
Everybody loves the Cinderella story.
Yeah, but
Okay, I got another scenario.
yeah, so bad
Okay,
example.
what's up?
I have a question. 6'6" woman or 6' man? Who you picking on your team? They both play ball.
What are you talking about? Ball?
They play both.
6
play
foot
ball.
man.
The 6 foot man.
Yeah,
Why not
that
six?
was a bad scenario.
No. What if it's what if it's like a Brittany Griner type?
The grinder ain't cold out like
It's
that. Like,
strong
let's
enough.
be
Come on, dog.
For real. See, Griner is not even coordinated on
This girl embarrasses herself on a regular basis.
Okay, who's a tall woman in basketball that's
Candace Parker, but she only 6'3".
so would you pick Candace Parker over any other shorter male basketball?
In the NBA?
No.
No, not at all. Not at
I
all.
don't think you understand the levels of difference.
Right.
They're like, you know,
Like that's if you want to talk about the women in basketball thing, we can say that for another day.
exactly.
I'm just telling you right now.
I was talking about like
No, I don't care about nothing about height because Muggsy
Look,
Bogues
trust
5'3" and he cooking.
Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. Look,
You
it's
cooking a Candace Parker?
a different world.
You know how strong Muggsy Bogues is?
Muggsy Bogues was giving dudes way taller than him fits defensively.
You understand who makes Muggsy Bogues?
I'm just asking
What?
a question. So like Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson? Are you kidding me? This dude can jump over
That was
people. Like,
cold. Do we need to show what he did to Yao Ming? Okay, you know, Yao Ming for like 7.
Oh no.
Listen,
Let's get back to Pop the Balloon.
Okay.
right,
All right.
because this is a bad example. You're trying to defend. I understand, but the fact of the matter is this: guys give more rope than girls do.
Should they?
No, but they do.
Why?
Because a woman can walk down the street and get hollered at.
Mhm.
Guy don't.
Right.
If a woman walks down the street, dudes is like
Yeah.
this with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A guy, he a bum. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not knowing, oh, my car probably just broke down or something. My thing
Yeah.
might be overheated. I gotta get some help. First thing a girl do, look at him like, oh, this dude ain't.
She don't even gotta be walking down the street. A woman can be working at McDonald's or Burger
Yeah,
King.
dude could be rich. See a girl at McDonald's at the fire, like, oh, she fine.
So
Change
then
her
this
life.
is a guy's fault.
It is. But it is. But it's I asked you a question. But I asked you a question earlier. Is a rich guy settling for a woman who ain't doing nothing with no goals or aspirations just because she's pretty? Is that settling?
I guess they can.
Is it settling or not?
Not really. If that's what he likes.
Just asking
It's all about
because
what you like. Because I said there are some women that they want to be, their career is being a mother and a wife. That is not settling. That is what they want to dedicate themselves to.
What they don't want kids, they just don't want to work.
If you campaign for that your whole life growing up, and that's what you wanted, and you achieve your goal.
No, I'm just saying, is he
Man,
settling because that's what she wants? Is he settling because he married someone who wants to be a wife and a mother? Is he settling just because she doesn't have a career?
You ain't answer my question. What if she just don't want kids, and she just wants to be at home and don't work because want a rich man?
Now you're just moving the goalpost.
I'm not moving the goalpost.
You see how he always does that. He said, well, let me give you this scenario.
I'm asking real life scenarios because
you know
we're not settling.
You're moving the goalpost.
If from the jump she was like, "This is what I want to do with my life," and he was fine with that, that's not settling.
Okay, so let's bring it back. All right. Can a dude work at McDonald's and Burger King, and a group of females walk up and look at him like, that's potential right there for me?
Nope, they want it already done and made. Unless, it's not everybody.
Right.
Most. Because they'll look at a career like, oh, if somebody's an aspiring painter, I say painter, you can sell, you can make some. There's painters that's official.
Yeah, you can make a lot of cheese off of that.
As an inspiring painter, I know girl want to deal with that. You paint for a living? No. But that same girl, if she was rich, $7 million painters would want them. But inspiring, she don't.
What if he was 40 years old, an aspiring painter working at McDonald's?
Talking about his life? How he ended up in McDonald's?
So I'm supposed to just take care of you until you just
take care of me. I mean, it's not
already middle age.
Being a guy taking care of me.
First off,
take care of you.
Together by now.
Take care of you.
First off, but a guy's supposed to take care of.
Hold up.
I don't agree with that
That's
either.
why women are like, McDonald's, Burger King, no.
But
that's
you gonna
why.
eat there. Well, you don't eat there, but people eat there. They don't mean nothing.
Listen,
don't you pull up there at 2 in the morning?
It's different. If you aspire to be a McDonald's manager, that's different. You're working towards whatever goal that it is, and when you will find a woman.
And not to mention, they make a pretty good check on a weekly basis.
So ain't nobody's.
You see how rough this sound? How brutal this is?
No.
You see how brutal this sound?
No, so that's fine because that's what you want to do. But if you're an aspiring painter at 40 years old working at McDonald's as a cashier, I'm sorry. How long are you supposed to wait for you to get it together?
This cat probably ran on hard times.
Okay, so the same thing to wait. How long am I supposed to wait for you to get in shape?
Right, exactly.
Did you meet me when I was out
I don't care. I don't matter. You don't care about McDonald's. You don't care about. At least he getting a check. He's not asking people for stuff.
You just said how long do I have to wait for you to get you in shape? If you was out of shape when you met me, why do you care if I get in shape or not?
Yeah, now that we're together.
At that point in time, that's my personal preference coming into play. If I like big women, then you got a shot.
Then don't talk to me about getting in shape.
That's what I said. If you met me and I was out of shape, why are you expecting me to get in shape and we're together?
Yeah, well,
Andrea, it sounds good. No, I got this. If you met me and you knew I couldn't cook, why would you have that expectation after we got married? And you was fine with it before.
Once again,
go ahead, Josh, because that's your whole thing.
Me, make that clear. Make that clear before I get on my one knee. Make that clear because we've had these conversations before.
So
we've had these conversations before.
And I'm like, oh, I can't cook, but I'm willing to learn.
There you go. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I need.
See what the key
that's potential. You're willing.
She don't cook at all. She ain't interested in cooking. She ain't trying to cook.
Then he's not
interested. You with her.
That's not what I told you. That's not what I told you.
No, and y'all are dating. Why would you have that expectation once you get married?
Why you gotta have somebody to
that's that?
That's the same thing as a weight loss.
No, because I told her, words out my mouth, I told her, okay,
we know it's in the contract, Josh.
You gotta be a really dope person in every other aspect of being a wife.
Why do you?
For me to even look at you and be like, you know what? I really wanted my wife to cook, but she is dope as I don't know what. Like everything, and this is just the only thing.
Why do not believe?
Why do you draft people in the first round?
I don't believe Josh.
Huh?
Josh
That's a deal
wants
breaker.
his wife to cook. That is a deal breaker for him.
Yes, I want my wife to cook, but I'm not going to make that a deal breaker.
Exactly.
If she has everything else.
But
Exactly.
if you even continue the conversation once she says, no, I don't cook.
Probably initially, I will lose a little bit of interest.
Yeah, bye. I'll find
But
somebody
guess
else that
what?
can cook.
Am I popping the balloon?
But
So
you
you
see-
wouldn't
but-
even
yeah.
continue.
Guys, would you pop the balloon, Josh? If she said I don't cook, would you be like,
On this show, pop.
On this show.
Show.
Okay,
But
but
if
in
we're in
real
an
life,
intimate setting talking, then okay, all right. So let's see where
so the conversation
Wait,
isn't
I got
ending.
one,
once-
Andrea. No, I got one. I put Josh on there. Let me put you on there. What if she said, I don't like dudes that really play video games like that? But she dope in every other area. Girl, I don't like it
Let
when
me
my
break this.
Let me take this.
That was a good
The
question.
famous words.
That was a great question. I give her credit on that. You know
The
what I'm saying?
famous words.
This is the thing, right?
mm-hmm.
What's your hobbies? That's what I'm gonna ask you. Maybe I don't like your hobbies, but I'm not gonna change you
Are you
because
popping
that's
that
wrong.
balloon?
Huh?
Are you pop?
On this show?
No. You heard everything else she said.
Mhm.
You agree with everything else. You're like, oh, she seemed like a dope person.
Yeah, because the world.
and then they say, well, how do you feel if she say, oh, do you like video games? Yeah. Well, I don't really like.
Yeah, but
I don't usually date guys that play video games.
but
Are you
that's-
popping that balloon?
Listen, that's the thing. In this setting, give me the. I don't want no toothpick. I want a straight up needle. Yes. If we're in an intimate setting,
Uh-huh.
Okay, wait a
I
minute.
gotta explain.
So
The setting matters.
show. You see how they changed stuff to fit their narrative?
Once again, pop the balloon is not right. No. Listen. These cats be talking after.
Okay, the guys who
Listen, you know the cats that pop the balloon, they end up sometimes talking to the cats they pop the balloon on. Because they end up talking afterwards. You do know that,
I
right?
know because I don't watch the show.
Yeah, you do.
You don't?
Don't try to mock me. It's the thing. Don't try to mock
You
me.
said you showed me.
You know what I mean?
Watch
No.
the show.
No, you watch all type of stuff. I see you.
Never watched the show.
seen you watch
I thought this
crazy
was an
things.
actual show though.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't. I thought it was YouTube
No, she
shorts.
said she was like,
Shorts on that. I think.
Yeah.
F&S Network.
Alright.
Listen. Don't be acting different because the button's on record here. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm not. I didn't even know that this show was like an actual hour and a half show. I thought it was just like a YouTube video.
and you would think
It
that
is a
'cause it's
YouTube
all
video.
short.
Yeah,
But everything you
really
see
seen
like
what
that
Matt
goes
showed
viral
me.
is just
It's
short.
short. That's all it
I
is.
only
Right,
seen
because
what
they
Matt
ain't
has
taking
shown
the
me.
bigger, the bigger moments of the show.
And you know how I know I've only seen what Matt has showed me? Because I've never seen this. It doesn't show up on my feed.
Because
like,
it's
at all.
ridiculous. Because it drives me up the wall. But it's the thing. It's the thing. In an intimate setting, we're talking about settings. All this, it's all logical.
Why does the setting matter? Because your mindset is still the same.
No, it's not. Not in an intimate setting.
Huh.
It's like Scout. It's like Scout. If I see a highlight clip, I'm like, oh man. But if I actually watch a whole game, watch the highlights and watching the game is two different things. You agree, Josh?
Correct.
Wouldn't a no be a no?
Why do
Me.
y'all keep moving the goalposts?
Why is it an
I'm not
automatic?
moving the goal.
No, you do.
The whole point is this is not real life. Like, no, this is not how you would meet somebody in real
I'm
life.
saying, why would this scenario be an automatic no? But if
Because
you're
that's
talking
the
to
basis of the show.
it
Basis
not
of the
be
show.
no.
It's the basis of the
But
show.
even
It's the same
what we're
person.
saying,
That's
it's
your
facts
complaint.
because
That's the whole.
no,
That's your whole
because
complaint
let
about
me
the
tell
show.
you the real. Because even I'm saying intimate setting because they still even
But
pop
your
the balloon.
whole complaint about the show is the girls pop the balloon.
Well, listen,
without
what I'm
even
saying.
getting to know
Listen
the
what I'm
guy.
saying. They pop the balloon, right? But then they sometimes get to know the cat they pop the balloon on and still be talking afterward.
But that
In an intimate setting.
That's Well, I think
Okay,
that's
I don't know none of that.
That goes back to what you were saying. There's some stitches of real life that are in the show.
Yeah.
So, but for the show to be the show, people need to be popping the balloon.
Can I say some real stuff? She said I'm not even her type physically.
Oh my God, that was like 20 years
I don't
ago.
care. We together. But guess what? We married though. I'm not even her type physically.
I was 20. I was 19.
Well, I'm not her type physically, but guess what? We married though.
I know. I've heard this story.
So,
Was I
Anyway.
your type physically?
Yep.
Was Josh your type physically? Was Andrea your type physically? Do you have friends that each other's type physically initially?
No, don't try to skate around that. This is facts.
see, but that just goes
You
to
said
show.
her type is Ice Cube.
I mean,
I'm not no Ice Cube.
Which version of Ice Cube we talking about?
It don't
Are we
matter.
talking
Ice
about
Cube.
America's Most Wanted, or are
all
we?
of it.
Are we talking about?
Ice Cube?
Are we there yet? Are we talking about Boys in the Hood? Are
Ice
we?
Cube is just, his swag is just always on point.
Yeah, but that's not body type.
Oh, well, yeah, always. He's
Yeah,
body
she
type
has
is that-
swag.
She said she like. No,
Biggie?
I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
what she
she
told me
was
she
Biggie.
like. I'm gonna tell you, cause I'm out the skinny. She meant, you know what I'm saying? She said she like those husky guys that's not ripped but husky. Ice Cube. She said she loved that dude. I'm nothing like Ice
From the
Cube.
beginning
The
to the end,
complete polar opposite.
Ice Cube is dope. What's wrong with Ice
But
Cube?
she was my type though.
But that's not body type, Jim.
I still talk to you.
So don't talk to me about how pop the balloon is.
No, because let me tell you.
When
I
you
first saw you, I was like, oh, he's really cute.
that's not what you said.
I said that to my friend. Yes, I
All right,
did.
cool. But okay, but anyway, let's continue on what we was talking about.
Okay, no, okay. Now you want to continue on.
Yeah, let's continue.
Now that you know how what happens when I prove my point. And
This
that-
ain't about proving
move
points.
on. You have to move on.
But anyway,
Exactly.
so pop the balloon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Would you, if you were single today
Mhm.
and you was looking for somebody, would this be a show that you would entertain going on?
No.
Why not?
Mm.
Because
I do it to get my views up, promote my mix.
no, this is not my thing. Yeah. I'm not social in that aspect. I like to get to know people organically.
And
That's just like a preference
to
to
get
me.
publicly.
so you do what I said. The intimate part. If you don't stop playing with me, I just literally said the intimate setting.
No, you said
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So you gave me all this. I like to meet people organically.
meeting people organically.
You just taught me about that.
Fight you on.
I said this show
It's not
Popping the
reality.
balloon.
It's not real life.
in an intimate setting, you get to know all aspects.
No,
You get-
I'm talking about just in general. There's some people who
No,
don't know all that. Let me stop you.
Intimate setting. Ain't you sitting there?
Yeah,
judging the
no,
person
there,
anyway?
no, but
But if you pick on somebody for
I'm
hours, I'm gonna say an intimate setting. I'm gonna just say in a
No,
random
but
setting.
in any setting, aren't you sitting there judging the
But
person?
intimate don't even necessarily
No,
mean
judging
like,
the
No,
person on the
first of
show.
all, there are many ways of getting to know people realistically outside of shows like this.
Exactly.
And it could,
But that-
and I'm saying I like to meet people organically, like, you know, at the store or whatever, like how we met.
If
But
somebody
there's
came to walk
like,
into
What I said earlier,
But
you got to
not, hold on.
some water
For me,
you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what I just said earlier?
hold on.
man,
Let
no,
me
that's
stop.
crazy,
Let me
man.
finish.
That's crazy.
Let me stop
That's
you.
great. Go ahead.
Because
Make sense of this.
because
Please.
there are actual real life settings where people meet their spouses that is not organic, which is like online dating. Online dating is not an organic.
Hold on now. Wait.
Now,
Wait.
real life.
Now,
Now,
look,
if you really do meet each other,
But
do that and get married and
listen,
have kids.
it turned into or you have to meet.
Then it
and turn
wasn't
into-
initially organic. I said I like to meet
Let me tell you something.
people.
Let me
Didn't
tell
I
you
say
something.
that? I said, no, don't change the words that's coming out my
No,
mouth.
because you try to
I
do something
said,
that don't.
I like to meet people organically old school.
Listen,
But
is old school
every
exist
way of
anymore?
Basically, where it's not
Guess
a
what?
setup.
DVDs aren't in play
every-
anymore. It's all MP3s,
Hold on.
MP4s. now.
every
Do
meet,
people listen to cassette tapes anymore?
every
Do people listen to CDs anymore?
does that
Absolutely
make
not.
every meeting is not
You
organic.
can be old school all
There
you
are
want.
plenty of non-organic settings where you meet people.
Don't they got video call?
Look, I'm not saying that people can't reach their goal by going on the show. Like
Right.
it's completely impossible.
I mean, look at another non-organic.
I'm not saying that it's not impossible.
Married at first sight. That's not an organic
What's the
setting.
failure rate on that?
Hold on. It doesn't matter what the failure rate is. There are real couples
As long as it's not
come out of
But
the
we
show
talked about this.
that have got married
we-
and have kids
But
and
we've
everything.
talked about this.
And
As
that's not
long as it's
organic.
not 100% failure
But we-
rate, there's a chance.
You're right, but we've talked about this, and people complain about this. They purposely matching me with somebody wrong before the.
I hear all of that, but
So
you're
these
telling
are
me,
facts.
but you're saying, oh, you said organic, isn't that? And I'm like, there's plenty of non-organic ways.
So
that
let me
people
ask you a
meet their
question.
spouses.
Let's talk
I just
about
prefer regular.
online dating. So online dating, cool. You meet somebody through the message. Now you video call. You talking? Is talking on the phone not intimate?
Matt, you're still moving in a
It's
non-organic
talking on the
way.
phone. It's
I did
intimate.
not say I like to date someone. Meet.
It's talking on the phone intimate.
Initial meeting.
It's talking on the phone intimate.
Online dating.
It's talking. You exchange numbers.
You
don't
start
just-
online dating.
That's
but
a
then you
non-organic way
answer
to
the
meet. We're not
question.
talking about
Can
conversation.
you answer the
about
question?
meeting somebody.
Stop. You're all stepping
Right.
around. You might as well know
But it
me
has
right
nothing
now.
to do with
You're
it.
teaching me right now.
It has nothing
Can you
to
answer
do
the
with-
question?
Go ahead.
If you exchange numbers
Yes.
and you talk on the phone for hours, that's intimate.
Mhm.
If you get on the FaceTime video call, looking at each other, that's intimate. Now, what if y'all living out of state?
That's me and Andrea.
What is your?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. And y'all married, ain't you? All right.
Anything.
All right.
Because he does not make any type
Yeah,
of
did.
point.
What did it prove?
Y'all had a distant relationship.
So
How often y'all talk on the phone?
Every day, y'all.
Oh.
He's saying that
what's that prove?
I don't know.
We
bro.
still met, like she said, organically.
Yeah. But y'all had this relationship.
Yeah, but there are relationships that are
But it was
founded
a
from
step.
non-organic meetings.
And there's-
I just said I prefer.
Don't we know a
regular
couple
organic.
that met online?
No.
Okay, let's ask the other question. Let's ask this question. If we was on this show, just to get back to pop the balloon,
All right.
just to get back to pop the balloon, if it's a lineup of dudes or whatnot, say we not married, right? Y'all on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You see Matt the first time, you popping your balloon?
Well, I ain't Ice Cube. I ain't Cube.
No, I'm
But
not.
she
She popping
said
that
that
joint.
she thought he was cute. So
I
she
said, no,
wouldn't
I
pop.
wouldn't pop my
You
balloon.
pop the balloon on me.
No, because obviously when I saw you, I didn't just judge you and be like, oh, I don't like him. I'm not going to give him the time of day.
How y'all meet? How'd y'all meet? I want to know this.
At a bowling alley, it's funny enough.
Oh.
Oh, like mutual friends, like
I never heard how y'all met.
It was at a gathering,
Mm.
and the gathering was put together, and she was down visiting, and
Okay.
that was our first interaction with each other because we was on the same lane. You know,
Okay.
we have to be on the same lane.
Did y'all so how did you start
definitely
talking?
organic.
How did y'all start
Yeah,
talking?
but
We didn't start talking after that. Like,
it was a few months later because I came back down for a funeral.
mhm.
And
Dang.
then he, at the funeral.
Well, I mean, like,
Funeral Dash?
well, hold up now. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, she is
Hey.
right. She is right. She is right. But hold up. That wasn't the next time that you came down.
Yes,
though.
it was.
He like, yo, I
It
don't
couldn't have been the
care.
next
Yes,
time
it
you
was.
came
I
down.
don't care how
Because
solid
It
the
was
moment
3
is.
months after we initially met. We really gonna judge my timeline based on your timeline?
Listen.
Listen, I don't want this to be. I just want to know how y'all met. That's all.
Okay.
Listen, let me just know. I want to know how
Don't try to
y'all.
test.
You want this to be a what
I
now?
want to know.
So you,
After
so,
we just have to
so
return-
you literally funeral at somebody's funeral.
You playing the Mac down at the funeral? You
Dang,
a
God.
old dude right
First of
there.
all, hold up, brother. And you gave him your number? Wow. That shit was smooth.
That's
too,
bad.
man.
I don't even think it was all of that like that. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, when I was getting the number, I wasn't. It didn't start off with intentions of being.
What was it then?
But you immediately started texting me after you got
Right,
me.
like fam, like stop playing.
That wasn't the intentions though.
When, like how soon after he,
My intentions was to get to know
like
the
the
person.
same day?
But why? Why did you want to get to know me?
Obviously, y'all married, so go ahead.
The reason why I wanted to get to know you because maybe this could be a friendship thing.
You wasn't attracted to her when you first saw her.
I was attracted
So
to her.
that's why you wanted to
Listen, look.
You did not want another female friend.
Listen, look.
A mister.
Oh,
I'm not saying like
She did.
That's okay, Mr. Serial Dater.
Who's my other female friend?
You just said I'm not saying it like that.
Okay. Anyway,
let's move that to the side.
at that point in time in my life, I made a personal, decision, that I'm gonna try to start making friendships versus trying to have like
A
that,
girlfriend like right away.
that basis for the reason as to why I'm talking to somebody.
So you trying to?
Oh, you was trying to like just do friendships, and if it like
If it
yeah.
goes that way, then it goes that way.
Gotcha.
That was what I was doing
Gotcha.
in life.
Okay.
And then it just happened to go that way. It just
Wow.
happened to go that way.
They talk.
I just want to know. 'Cause I never knew the story.
We text back and forth, and that started off with once every couple of weeks we would text back and forth, and then as we got to know each other more, that turned into like once a week, and then phone calls started to get made once a week, and
He
then
put that work in.
yes,
He
He
put that
did.
work in.
He did.
He put that work
for
in.
real.
It was some years before we
Dang. He
Dang.
put that work.
Dating.
Salute, Josh. He put that work.
Wow.
in.
So y'all knew each other years before
And
y'all
look,
started dating.
And look, this is how committed I was to being genuine.
He was
No.
getting Bronny James treatment.
No other female had a chance.
Even when y'all was just on the friendship.
No, once it got past friendship and it became interest, no other female had a chance.
Yep. I see you.
Because I at that point in time in my life, I was like, look, I'm not going to entertain more than one female at a time.
Laying the mat.
Well, the timeline is crazy because it only took 6 months for you to be like, okay, this is what I want. Like, I want you.
Oh man, why are you trying to pull his card though?
It wasn't until 6 years.
6 years.
Hey. Hey.
Hold up. First of
You
all,
might not know each other that long.
I met him when I was 18.
Wow.
first off, look,
I never knew.
look,
I didn't know y'all was like knew each other that long. I don't know why I thought y'all like knew each other for a little bit and then y'all started dating and then like y'all got married.
Very
I didn't know
interesting.
Like,
that.
because it's the typical story.
I want to know.
Yeah. No, we actually broke it off like 2 times.
Gosh.
We broke it off like how many
Yeah, we
times
broke
we
it
break it off?
before. We broke it for like a year.
Yeah, like 1 or 2
We
times.
broke it off 2 times. Like the last time when she broke it off, like I really thought that was it. Like Chad asked me about it, and I was like, another one bites the dust, man. I don't know. Shit like that.
To break it off, Matt said no. I said I think we need to take a break. Nah, we ain't doing that break stuff no more. We're together, we're not doing that break stuff. Hey, you took the
Come on, I don't even remember that.
you like, no,
Yeah.
We're not doing that break stuff. We're not going to do that again.
Well, it's not like something I was saying, but, you know.
Oh yeah, he was like, he put his foot down on that.
So at that point in time, I was like, okay, well, it is what it is.
Wow.
And I think she made the first reach out contact back then.
What?
The second time, yes.
Oh,
And Randy thugged out. I'm surprised.
I know you really are thugged out.
Hey,
What
okay,
happened the
Josh.
first time?
The first time, I don't remember what happened. Oh, you know what? You had. It's not for this podcast, but you know, you had some conversations with folks, and you know they kind of gave you some game and told you what you should do.
Don't you like that? What you should never do is listen to other people. Yeah.
Well, it was some other people that are significant to her in her life.
Oh,
So,
okay.
And we're here today.
We are here today.
right.
Uh-huh.
So the first time you reached out, second time you reached out, when y'all got back together.
I think so.
No, you know so. You know so.
The second
So you're
time,
a
but I think-
softie at heart.
Yeah, you try to see and try to act thugged out.
Yes, you do.
Josh milk
I
that
didn't
heart
know,
though.
yeah.
That's what's up,
Hey,
player.
look.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. I give her a props
It's your
because
She was like, I miss him.
I give her props because what we dealt with together on this journey to put that ring on.
Big journey, huh?
We had one too, so yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as big as theirs. It was
It's
alright.
a long journey.
It was a long journey, but it wasn't
long
that big.
journey, a
We
lot
been
of
getting
money
married for what,
spent.
6 years? 5, 6 years?
I was 19, and
Yeah.
then I was 19 when we met, and then we got married when I was going
'Cause I
on
didn't believe in
25, and
marriage.
he was going on 26.
You didn't believe in marriage?
Nope.
Why?
Because what I seen growing up and how scandalous folks is. I grew up around a lot of bad women. I'd say that.
Okay, so that painted every woman bad?
Mhm. Yep, sure did. Most people. I mean, I grew up around a batch of
Mm-hmm.
used dudes and all this.
But you've never been exposed at all to a successful
no.
marriage.
Nope.
Like not even older folks.
No.
Not even like
Not
when
your
you were out.
grandparents or grandparents or anything like that? Or?
Well, my grandparents, I was too young. When my grandmother died, you know what I'm saying? I went to her funeral, I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? My granddad, he remarried. He wasn't my authentic he was my granddad, but my real granddad died.
Wasn't even no neighbors that you seen
No,
that had that?
no. It was all, what I was taught growing up was, and initially, as a guy, you were a slave to a female.
See, and
That's what I was taught
and
growing up.
I wasn't thinking about marriage. I was just trying to hurry up, graduate. College.
So we ended up
Trying to hang out with my friends. Marriage wasn't even something that I even conceptualized, honestly. Like, I wasn't thinking that long term.
We wasn't
So
even
if
really.
he didn't believe in marriage, and I could care less
We
about
wasn't
it.
even really
So-
bitch up for real. We just broke up and
But you
still
ended up
talking.
married.
You know what I mean? We just broke up and still talking. So I have no shame in my game.
So we're like, I gotta get married. I was one of the girls that was like, listen, I gotta graduate.
We broke up and we're still talking to each
I
other.
gotta get a job. I gotta pay my life.
You didn't believe in marriage.
Nah, just because I didn't want to get played. Like,
Like, I get that.
Yeah.
So what made
So,
you be
so
like,
there was an internal fear.
Yeah.
yeah, because what I seen growing up, this is what I grew up around.
What's your question?
But what's the difference? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you.
so then what made you be like, okay, marriage?
And
Like,
time.
why wasn't it why was, a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm gonna just live with this person. Like, I
I'm
don't
not
have
gonna waste
to
your
be
time. I
married.
respect your beliefs. I'm not gonna waste your time, and I grew into the marriage.
Because I was very surprised that he proposed. Like, I wasn't, like, we
Yeah, I
didn't
feel
really talked about marriage a whole lot because neither one of our minds was on it.
Mhm.
I heard
So,
I heard it with the first.
I was just very surprised, and I was like, well, okay, we've been together long enough.
It's kind of hard. I ain't gonna say that, but like, how did that get down on one knee part go for you?
Yeah, I actually got down on one knee, dog.
You did?
He did.
I'm shocked.
Actually got down on one knee.
I'm not heartless.
He so surprised. But did he have a ring?
Oh, that was
That's the air.
I had my granddad's ring and she lost it.
Oh.
That was that ring.
That was my granddad's ring.
See how my memory?
My granddad,
Did I have cared if he had a ring? Absolutely not.
My
I mean,
granddad.
well, you know, we
Absolutely not.
I
Matt
just
and I
sent y'all
have been
a-
together for so long. We've been through. A ring was the first. First of all, I didn't even.
She wears rubber
yeah,
rings now.
Yeah, I don't. Rings doesn't mean nothing to me.
right.
We went and got a ring right before we got married.
Uh-huh.
We ain't had no money. We just knew, hey, we're gonna get married. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be together. And everything else we got, we built it together.
Yeah, she wears
The
rubber
ring,
rings now.
whatever, this financial stability we didn't have. And that's what people say, oh, you know, I gotta be all of this. And I understand there, especially when you get older, there is a sense of financial responsibility you gotta have. You don't gotta have the world.
But money
to
is
get
money.
married.
You lose it.
Yeah,
gain
you
it.
don't gotta have the world.
That's
to
why they
get
call it
married.
cash flow.
Yes,
Yeah, you
and
sometimes
people
it
want to
grows,
have the
sometimes it
world
falls.
to get married. People have a distorted thinking of, oh my God, we got to be able to travel, you know, the world, and I gotta have five. Remember that? Who was that person that said I gotta have 500,000? If you ain't got 500,000 in your bank or something like that, then
Yeah,
you
but
don't-
my
you don't
question
need
is
to
this: Was
get
you around
married.
when I built this 500,000?
I'm like, oh
Right.
my goodness. When
real.
is a
Right.
normal person gonna get 500,000? Right.
Unless they doing something illegal.
Yeah. Who was it
Fly
that
kite.
said you gotta have like certain amount of money in your bank account in order, or you're not qualified to get
If
married?
somebody said something to me like that, they probably cussed out vigorously.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. So I work because you can get money easily from a job, but it's hard to get money doing the stuff you love to do. So a lot of times we doing stuff you love to do, people don't believe in it, and it's like, oh, you ain't about to. But then they want to be around after you get there.
Yeah. By no means am I endorsing not being financially stable when you get
So you have a job.
I really do feel like
Do something.
there is some truth in needing to, because it's gonna be very hard to build a happy marriage if you're having all of these struggles.
think
Not impossible,
but it's gonna be
but
hard.
it'll just take some weight off your
I
shoulders.
just think as an
Yeah,
adult, you're
it
supposed
does.
to handle your business.
So yes,
But
But sometimes things don't work out,
Because
and
we
you still be
struggle.
in situations like,
But
you
if
know,
it probably would have been a lot
Effort
easier
takes-
if we did.
Effort takes you along. There's people that just don't try.
right.
Yeah.
If you're
Right.
trying, you just gotta climb up. There's some. I don't work with some people who got degrees and everything. And I worked at Berkeley, and I'm like, man, I gotta get some cash flow. Like
Yeah.
you said, cash flow. I just gotta
Right.
do what I gotta do to this thing.
Money comes and
You
it
know what I'm
goes.
saying?
It's not meant to
Yeah.
stay in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't all that, but you know, I wouldn't date somebody if they just worried about what type of money I'm making. I'm good on that
Right. for real.
because who are you?
you can go ahead on.
Well, because situations change all the time.
But who are you though?
And you know what the funny thing was? Somebody, I seen this on social media, so take this with a grain of
social
salt.
media.
Take this with a grain of salt. But there was a female that had those high standards,
Mhm.
but was still staying at home with her mom's at an apartment,
Well,
driving her mom's car.
criticizing the guy that stayed at the same apartment complex.
Matt, we seen that. Remember, Matt? She was like at the same apartment complex, and she was staying with her mom, but he had his own apartment.
And she had those high standards, like you got to be making 500. Take me on a date.
Now, let me ask you this question.
Don't ask me
So-
like I'm her.
No, you're right.
Right.
Because this doesn't, but my thing is, so
Oh, is this getting there with you?
my thing
Need
is,
water?
if you don't take a shower, you smell, right?
For real.
If you don't work, you don't get no money, right? You know what I'm saying? Who are you supposed to be for me to? So because I don't want to use the P word, the PROST word. So pretty much, streetwalker. So I'm paying for you.
I was like,
Am I paying for you? Because really, at the end of the day, I'm paying for you,
Right.
right? That's what.
Right.
So but that's what I grew up seeing. That's why I had issues growing up, because
Mm-hmm.
growing up, that's the type of women I was around.
Right.
You got to be able to make this to be with me, and I've always been confused. Like, so what? Because even as a kid, I'm not gonna lie, it's like you don't even look like the girls I see on TV for you to be saying this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
These are things I was thinking, like as a kid. You about to just kill that, huh?
Don't worry, I got
Okay, good looking. But I'm
might
just
as well
saying,
just do the rest of it.
right, for real. Don't try to give me a swig. You're lying. What does that mean? We on the F&S network. We are live. We don't clip and edit. We keep everything official.
We can open this.
What's that?
What is that?
It's that Prohibition bottle.
No,
Oh, yours, sir?
Josh is a bartender.
We can get this again. This is not out of reach.
I have a question.
Andrew.
How much this cost?
These are the wine.
It's not.
I'm not gonna say on.
It's not way up there.
This is gonna say
like
1920. This been sitting since
You
1920.
should drink that.
No.
I don't know if you should drink that, Josh. Your wife looking real.
She like, yo, what you doing, dog?
Guilty, but whatever.
Why he buy
This
it?
is.
Hey, look, my peoples can get what I get.
Okay.
Wait,
Hey,
now
look.
we gotta have to get them some. No.
No.
No, you know what? We gonna crack open the what's the name we got? We gonna bring that.
You talking about
That
Tennessee
cost us
stuff?
a minute. Yeah, that cost us a little bit, but we gonna
That's
that watermelon sour. Yeah, they try
Or
to play us.
would you rather have the rye?
I
got
don't
the
care.
rye open.
Whatever you want to open, we in your spot.
Okay, look, I'm gonna let.
She really about to go up there, and I was about to go. That's cool.
Okay, do you need to pause it?
You should have left the mic down here.
She did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you know, look, Pop the Balloon is terrible. It's great entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but I do agree that there's some amount of truth to it. I feel
That's
like
cool, but let's be real, right? On some real stuff. This is like, to be with somebody, you gotta see them at their worst. Right?
okay.
When they wake up in the morning, you don't look the best in the morning. Breath stink, all that. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I wouldn't trade that. Like, when I wake up next to my wife, I don't care nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right? Because you really love this person, but you got to grow to love them. But you got to give them a chance. You got to give them a chance to grow to love them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So now you don't care about the flaws.
So what do you think about the contestants that they've had on the show, from what you see? We're talking about the show.
The liquor store contestants. No, I mean, they acting like they, listen, I'm
Talking
not
about
one
what we just saw?
I'm not one to judge off like what you think is cold, because I've been around some dudes, right? I played basketball with some dudes on the team, right? And who they think is cold, I'm like, but they really think they cold though. Like for real, like, yo, this chick, man. You know what I'm
Co-workers.
saying? Like,
Same thing.
you
Co-workers.
know what I mean? Like, this chick is cold. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm confused and why. You know what I'm saying? They think that, you know, we good.
That's co-workers. Co-workers is the same thing.
Mhm.
Co-workers is the same thing. I used to work with a dude, no lie. This dude probably slept with everybody that worked at the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
And they bragging about this like he with some people that's like, you know, official.
Mm-hmm.
And me and other people would sit back and look at it like, you gonna brag about that? You know, like for real, like for real. I mean, like,
There's some people that think, like, for instance, like, I'm not into chicks that, I'm more into, who should tell you this? I'm not a big Beyonce person. There's
neither am I.
like, oh, but I'm more so a Jill Scott kind of guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not with you on that one.
See, you ain't
No.
on the mic when you said that.
You ain't
You
saying
don't let that rock. You know what I
So
mean?
you're saying me that Jill Scott put on one of the coldest concerts that I've seen in person.
What you talking about, Josh? You ain't talking about, I think you talking about you.
Was that a concert or just
She
a
wasn't
show?
doing all that extra stuff in his room.
No. This was at like it was
In
either a
Michigan?
soul food festival or a funk festival that was in Jacksonville back home.
My style is this. I never got along with them. If I tell you,
The
those
real
actual-
super pretty type that get
I
everybody.
never got along with them. You
Right.
act like you
Mhm.
can't lift nothing or walk or anything. I just, man, you got 2 hands and legs. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
How do you think I broke our TV stand thing? Because I knew my
Girls
husband.
that expect the world.
I had to try to carry it by myself.
What you talking
So
about?
are you judging them
joking.
on sight?
I'm just joking.
You know I'm not about to let you do no crazy
First
stuff.
of
He
all,
wasn't at the house when it
You
happened.
do that stuff when I ain't around. Cause you're not gonna let that happen.
my personal perspective on that kind of stuff is like, look, Because people like to rate people, right?
Yeah.
They're like,
off a look.
on a scale of 1 to 10s and stuff like that, they be like, oh yeah, that's a dime piece right there, right? Your personality, your body physically can be a 10, but your personality can drop you to like a 3.
When you a grown man, yeah.
Yeah, when you were grown.
When you a kid, with your hormones, let's be real here.
Yeah.
When your hormones is all over the place, you don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? When you grown, like an adult, and it's like, because you want somebody you can kick it with.
Right.
On some real stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now I don't know, you just look good. All that fade because you ain't gonna always look like that. Your hair gonna look jacked up one day.
Eventually, them flaws gonna show up.
It's gonna show. It's gonna be annoying.
We all get older. We keep living. We gonna get older.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself.
Right.
I mean, word up. And plastic surgery is not gonna fix how old you look.
For real, because you just gonna look.
You're gonna look worse.
You're gonna look wacky.
You're
gonna look wacky.
You see,
everybody, every single person that I personally seen that had that plastic surgery, dog.
So the question, because we watching shows like this, most men that have already expressed they don't like certain things, but most women do it anyway. Like fake lashes, the makeup, the breast enhancements, the BBLs. Most men have already expressed they don't like it, but yet women do it anyway. Why?
Because there's still men that go for that.
There's still men, and it's low self-esteem too.
Yeah, there's still men that go for that.
Women do that for themselves.
Didn't TLC make a song about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
Yeah. TLC made a song about that. Because it's all about what the public likes to perceive as beautiful.
But I feel like most everyday, like I think that there are social media kind of plays a part in what they want women to think men want. But most, like the everyday man, honest working man, they don't like none of that stuff. And their wives don't reflect none of that.
And see, my thing is, okay, so for everybody that goes out there, and every woman, I hope, that goes out there and gets those BBLs or whatever it is, it's maintenance on that.
A lot of maintenance, and it's a lot of risk. That
then okay, so Matt might know more about this, but that rat, the sheather,
Remy,
with Remy, right?
Yeah.
When she was talking about Nikki's situation,
about the plastic stuff.
yes, and how certain things, when she was with me. So that leads me to be the maintenance on those BBLs.
I'm on all natural.
Me too. I want all natural. See me, I feel like if I was a single person in this day and age, and I'm like, talking to a female, you shouldn't be offended if I ask you, is those real?
What?
I think I agree with you.
Right, is this the beginning?
Like the first date?
Man, look.
Ooh. If a girl came on Pop the Balloon and you knew, and with the BBL, would you pop that balloon so she come out?
Yep.
If I knew it was a BBL,
It's very easy to tell.
It is. It really is.
It's very easy. We're not gonna play these games.
yes.
So you know how women wear weave? Would you pop the balloon on a man wearing like a hairpiece?
He's trying to impress you.
Yeah, that's that Steve Harvey stuff.
And that's a good question.
That's that Steve Harvey stuff.
I want to say,
Is it fair?
That's hypocritical. If a female does that,
It is
Right, because
hypocritical,
I know it
y'all wear
is.
makeup, eyelashes, fake nails, everything.
Hold on. I do not wear eyelashes.
correct. That's why you got the ring.
But
But
that's us
exactly.
specifically.
I like my wife the
I
way
do
she
not wear eyelashes. Only wear makeup
The way
if you're going
she
out
is.
somewhere fancy.
And that makes sense.
There's nothing wrong with
I only
that.
wear fake nails
And
and
you don't
special
take
occasions.
it.
No.
Huh?
The only time at that wedding,
Oh, well, see, there was a person who.
when y'all was looking like gold dust.
What?
Which wedding was this?
No.
Oh, we can't say that
It went
whose
against
wedding it
my
was, but it
recommendation.
It
was the wedding. It was a wedding that I was in.
Yes.
Right, y'all.
And they went against the recommendation.
Y'all
and got
looking like
somebody
gold
else.
dress. I'm like, dog, what? I'm like, yo, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's up, man?
But the good thing was
That was on them.
they already like seen you without the makeup, so I already knew what I was getting.
I didn't feel bad last.
Oh, that's terrible.
My mom tried to fix it. She did. She
Hey, look.
Like the wax speaker.
You messed up a pair of my dress shoes that day. You messed up my dress shoes that day.
No.
That day. Brand new, fresh out the box dress shoes.
Oh my
Hold on,
god.
what did you? First of all, they're brand new, fresh out the box. Why does that person have any dealings with those?
Exactly.
I don't know.
They're trying to polish them.
He was trying to polish them, shine them up and stuff like that. And you know me, as the groom, my mind is not caring about no shoes.
Oh yeah, you're just
My
trying
mind
to
is
get married.
going like,
I'm thinking about married.
to get married.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where my
Most of
mind is
everything
at.
together, you getting there on time. You're just like, you got all these million things you got to do. You're like, I don't
Right.
care about no shoes.
My mind was not on shoes. But this dude was like, yeah, let me shine those up and stuff like that. And the night, I mean, after the wedding, the next day or so, I think it was, and I noticed these streaks on my dress shoes. I was like,
Good man.
You could take them off. They weren't removed.
Man.
oh my goodness.
So
I was so mad. He got me and my best man.
Oh no.
He got me and my best man. Everybody else in the party, they didn't do it.
So
Obviously, they
nobody noticed though, because I
Well,
don't.
they
I
was
don't
new, right?
care.
Why?
You didn't notice, yeah.
But why did they have to even touch him if they were brand off the box?
That's my question.
He
I
has to.
didn't think that way. He just said, let me shine them up for you, make sure you're right and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So my mind is not like, once again, my mind is not there.
Right.
My mind is, look, if you want that, you can open
You just busting whatever's open.
We're
Okay.
not listen.
If it's dark,
Wait,
just let me.
once Andrea say, no, get the other stuff. You know, she said y'all got to be connoisseurs.
Man, look,
My God.
Oh.
Never made that.
Yeah, you should correct.
you exit out the house like
Bottle of open Blanton's.
let me see how I'm already feeling it a little bit.
Feel it anyway.
Cause that's because
Yeah,
you driving.
but you keep, but the ice also is why.
Because you want to get a pile of ice.
All
But anyway, what you were saying about them shine shoes?
Were they? What color were they?
Oh man, they were like cognac.
Oh,
Oh.
you shouldn't let them touch it.
Once again, my mind
Oh,
wasn't on my shoes.
yeah.
On my wedding day, my mind ain't gonna be on my shoes.
So let's go back to the show. What type of people
Nice.
comes on this show?
That's what I was asking him. Like, what do you think about the
Yeah.
people?
What population of people come on this show?
So based on the few episodes that I seen,
So go ahead, you answer first. I'll break it down now.
the very first episode that we was watching, it was people that was like in their late 30s, early 40s.
Mm-hmm.
People that got kids
Right.
Oh.
that's about to be grown kids.
And it shows you what shallow gets you. Because I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. And a lot of it be them. What I seen, I'm gonna say, from what I seen from the chicks, I seen some goofball dudes too. We're not gonna do that. The goofball dudes, but when I seen from the chicks, they still looking for bad boy guys.
Oh wow, at that age?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Oh, you seem too nice.
Yes.
Too nice, because I've heard that
When you
before.
polite, oh, I need you to put me in my place.
Whoa.
Listen. If I hear that, listen, I'm 40. If you don't know your place,
Well, I mean, this is the era of women having problems.
I don't have time for that. Because
Exactly.
if I want a kid, I'll go adopt one. Because they like to call dudes boys. But yeah, I need you to lead me and teach me. How old are you? You 43? 3 kids? I gotta teach you? Man, look, nah, I ain't got time for that. If I
And that's what they mean when they say that,
teach
though.
what, though? You 43 years old,
I
man.
think they
With kids.
Think-
Parent.
think the females that say that what they mean is they need a man that's willing to play his position as the head of the house.
Nah, then say that then. Don't sit there and say, I need you to teach me.
They don't know how to express themselves. They've been messing up for 40 years.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad you said that because you 40-some years old, you didn't have kids with the bad boys. Now I'm supposed to come in and take care of these cats that ain't mine?
It take a special dude to do that.
Special.
You said you were willing to do that.
Like
Oh,
I
did you,
said,
brother?
like I said,
Listen,
like
This.
I said,
Come
wow.
on. Talk about this.
This is the
That's what you
same
think you
concept.
know about.
You really do.
She has to be really, she has to have every box checked off, everything else, and she just had a kid, and I just look at her like,
Now,
No.
now I would say this. I told Wish this before. You know I said this. If I'm single at the age of 40, I understand 100% that probably about, I'm going to say 80% of the female I run into won't have kids. I'm going to say out the door, I'm not trying to be their daddy. As long as they respect me, we smooth. Now, if we end up growing and having a relationship, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to be their daddy. I'm not trying to have issues. Because my question is going to be this. If you're going to want to be with somebody at that age
that has kids.
they're going to have kids more times than not. Like, if you run into 10, they're going to have.
Right.
That's just the real deal. To think you're going to run into somebody that don't have kids, that's slim to none.
Right.
So,
I like to freeze people in time.
exactly.
I like to give people the ability to grow to become
Because
a better person.
what if they was married and they had like I'm not going. That seems to be unfair because
What if the spouse unfortunately passed away
Passed
or
away.
whatever,
I am down for that.
we talked about that. But the thing
and
is,
they have kids? You
No. It's a no for me.
you're scratching. Whoa! She can't run it.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
No.
So we got to be alive?
Oh, no. I'm not even looking at anybody who already has kids.
She been like, this can't be dead. I'm like, there
No.
kids at all. And no, that's at all.
Chris, that's fine.
Wait, I'm sorry, y'all. I thought she meant like, I'm like,
I'm listening. I
Like I want all that drama.
You can run into a lot of older guys that don't have kids. It's the women that be having kids early.
Listen,
because
look.
they run into a lot of, you know what I mean?
It's just easier to not have to deal with baby mama drama, baby
Facts.
daddy drama.
But it's all about what you lay down.
that's why if I was single, I look for widows.
It's all about what you lay down, though. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I'm not looking for nobody.
It's called
My
statement to
thing
say
is-
right there.
My
My
thing
thing
is
is,
this.
Single father.
if you crazy baby dad,
It's a wrap because not that I tell you still sleeping with this dude. That's the real deal. When
Well-
you act this way.
well,
You know what I'm
maybe,
saying? Like,
maybe she doesn't.
No, that's I agree.
It's a-
I agree with Matt. I feel like
Nah.
crazy still.
no.
Why
There's
still
Could have been
dudes.
crazy from jump.
Listen,
20 years
He could have been
Listen.
crazy from
there's
jump.
dudes out.
saying that like that's strange.
No, you could have a crazy baby daddy, right? And your kid is 5. But if your baby daddy crazy and your kid is 20, I agree with Matt.
Y'all still.
Something going on.
Yeah.
Be crazy. He could have been crazy.
No,
Like, you
listen.
don't understand. Crazy people don't sit and idle for that long.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Crazy
I'm not
people
saying he was
don't.
idle for all that
No,
time.
Crazy people don't move on either.
This the thing, right?
After
If
20 years,
Crazy people don't move on.
there's a tough thing. Like,
if they don't move on, guess what? That person is 6 feet under after so long.
I would prefer you not to have kids.
Well, not everybody's family is willing to do that.
Listen.
Not everybody's family is willing to do that.
I prefer no kids, but
No,
everybody
I'm
would.
saying the victim is probably
if you
6
look
feet
at the
under
Then what if you got kids?
by the perpetrator.
can I tell you? Can I
Okay,
tell you
go
what
ahead,
I-
come
I'm
in,
sorry,
come
go
in,
ahead,
come in,
go
on.
ahead. I'm
Can I
come
tell
in.
you what I
on.
seen?
Go ahead,
I
man.
was looking at the wildlife channel because I watched that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought zebras was the kindest horses.
No, them jokers is mean, dog.
Dog, look,
I
there's
know
there's a female zebra. I guess the zebra, her man died.
Her boyfriend.
The man zebra,
You say he died?
You seen it with me. Okay, you was tuned out again. You know what I'm saying? So the zebra, no, it ain't that. The zebra, she wanted to join his tribe. He killed that zebra, the little baby cub. Like, this ain't mine. I'm killing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not
but
mine.
we didn't know that like zebras did that.
It was like,
But zebras are meaner than regular horses. Like,
I did not know
zebras is like,
did that.
zebras look at regular horses like,
Don't elephants do? Don't elephants?
or something like
I
that.
have no idea what, and I did see something where they had a zebra in the, barn, and they had a horse. They were staring at each other like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Because the zebra ain't nothing but a horse.
It's a
With
different
stripes.
type. It's a different type of horse.
But he killed that baby zebra. Like, no, if you gonna roll with me, this guy gotta go.
Right.
Like, you
Yeah,
should
Yeah, you gonna kill that?
listen.
It's like they killing off the
Nature.
legacy of the
Off
other
nature. Let's be real. Off nature. I don't want to take care of kids. It's not my DNA.
So you gonna kill
No, I just don't want to.
him? Man.
Like, you
Did you tell the story?
because it's the thing, right? If you go a bond with the kid, I'm not some heartless bastard. If a kid come up to you and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And really, especially if you with some chick, right? And then they kid, they don't have no father figure. And then human nature, we're not animals. You know what I'm saying? Human nature, you grow an attachment to them a little bit.
Right.
Especially if you're around them all the time.
And
You
there's
grow an
some
attachment to them.
and there's some people that view their stepfathers as their real fathers
Right.
more than their real.
Because I tried to imitate my stepfather as a kid. I tried to wear my hair like him and everything, even though I'm more like my father still than him because genes is real. You know what I'm saying? But that's like a kid. If you get with some chick, she got like a little kid. He don't have no father figure, but as boys, you look up to dudes. You know what I'm saying? So you look for,
Right.
so that guy that's in the house all the time, you naturally look up to him.
That's
So-
another reason why men need to be in the house.
Exactly. So if they latch on to you, it's gonna be hard for you to be like, man, get away from you. Especially if you live there and you with her, and then this kid he see your interests now, he trying to mimic your interests.
Right.
Are you gonna turn that down, Josh? You gonna be teaching him.
If you're a good dude, you not turning that
You
down.
gonna teach him. You
You
gonna
gonna
take him
teach
under
him
the
the way.
wing and all that. And then he gonna be calling you dad. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all cool with like?
Depending on
Hold
what
on,
age
so
he
y'all
is,
y'all cool
you know.
with like?
Come on, when they young.
So what y'all feel about like the Matt Barnes?
You mean like that Derek Fisher stuff? Look,
Isn't that a completely different situation?
No, I mean,
I don't know that
in the whole,
the whole.
spending time when he spends a lot of time with his kids.
Well, Matt Bargame is actually on a cordial relationship.
And now
they are.
Matt
now they are.
is pretty cool.
Now coach his son.
Now they are.
Yeah,
now they are.
Matt Barnes.
But
Not steal his wife.
beforehand, Matt Barnes was jumping over the fence.
Larissa has issues with Matt Barnes. I remember the first show we did at a couple. Matt Barnes, you was like cooking him.
Oh, no, I was cooking folks, saying that he made a huge difference with the
Hold on. Would you take Matt Barnes on your roster right now over some of these role-playing cats in this day and age?
Yes, I would.
That's my point.
Okay, but that's not the Lakers were stacked, and then you named Matt Barnes as part of that. It's like,
Okay,
so
like the player
I would've
Matt
never-
Barnes, it's like he wasn't no solid role player. He was a solid role player. He played his role.
he was supposed to do what he was supposed to do, but he
He
was
was
so
a
big.
solid role player.
He was a pivotal factor in the Lakers' success.
No, but for superstars, role players determine their success.
They do.
Role players determine
you
how much
said-
success a superstar is gonna have.
You saying the Lakers would be different without Matt Barnes?
I'm not saying that he's not easily replaceable. No, because he was there.
There's a lot of people that's there.
The reason why I said that is because in that day and age, Matt Barnes was still a solid defender. He can make an open shot, and he ain't no punk, so he brings a level of
I'm not
toughness to the court.
disagreeing with you, but you named him like he was part of the starting five.
No, he's a role player.
All I was saying is she should have a problem with that.
No, I had a problem with Josh's analysis. I don't have a problem with that. Issue with that bar.
I was bringing up players.
He didn't say like a list of role players. He said, you know what I'm saying, the Lakers, you know, they have such a Matt Barnes, and I'm like,
Can't help that I remember who's on the team. Okay, look. You know, Matt Barnes was on that Warriors team. That was the 8th seed.
Andrea. The goalpost. Now,
that Warriors 8th seed team.
Again, the goalpost. We're not talking about the Warriors. We're talking about what you said about
No. I'm talking about Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes.
No.
I was just only referencing to what Josh.
No, but like to give a fair shake to Matt Barnes, he was on that Warriors team that was the 8th seed that ended up beating the number 1 seed Dallas Mavericks.
They also had Baron Davis and Jason Richardson.
No, I'm not saying that he was the weight carrier.
And Steven Jackson.
I'm not saying that he was the ultimate weight carrier here. I'm saying that he played a role on that squad.
Matt Barnes wasn't garbage. He just wasn't like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have an issue with Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes is just kind of like.
But you don't take him over these dudes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because
I know Matt Barnes. He's fine.
At
least I know he's
five Lakers.
All day. You taking Matt Barnes over Austin Reeves?
Matt, please.
It's not even a...
What? Let's hear that.
Go ahead, Andre.
Because Josh loves Austin Reeves.
You taking Matt Barnes over Austin Reeves?
Yes.
You taking Matt Barnes over Austin Reeves? All right.
Thank you.
You don't agree?
No, I don't.
No, I agree. Matt Barnes was definitely, he was a good player. He had a nice career, solid player. It's just the way the conversation had went.
Josh was talking about these mid dudes. That's all.
No.
Matt Barnes at all.
Josh drill these mid dudes in my head.
No. It's not that. It's what does he bring to the table versus what he brings to the table.
Who?
Austin Reeves as a player.
Listen, I already know how you feel about Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves as a player. What does he bring to the table?
He plays on a team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Listen, look, that's because you don't watch. I'm seeing some Austin Reeves stuff, dog.
The last time we talked about Austin Reeves,
I
I'm
did.
gonna read you some stuff.
Oh yeah, well look, you about to do it right. You gonna make me about to do it right now. But anyway,
podcast.
End of the day, what was you saying?
Tips to pop in the balloon.
Right, let's
Oh gosh, we were speaking about the wives. Remember the wives and their, the baby mamas and
Right. So now, if a son,
so good question about Pop the Balloon. Do you think that it's fair to have people with children on the show?
No.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, it's fair.
It's fair. Why?
Because that's reality.
But why is it not fair?
Because if I say this, I'm gonna say this. Let me break this down.
Because some of the single
If
people,
there's a guy who has kids, he should not object if someone else has kids.
You're right.
But if he's single, I think that's unfair.
Is this a dating show
He or she.
for
He
people
or she.
who has children?
Is it a dating show for people? No, I wouldn't say that.
I'm saying-
The episode that we just watched was full of 23-year-old lineup that only had one female that had a child.
And I think that that's what the show should probably
Clarify?
be
So you're
based
saying
around.
if he's single, then they should filter out the women, or if he has no kids, they should
They should
filter out
ask
the women.
questions beforehand.
Before they
But you're saying they
put
should
them on
filter out the
show.
women, be like, you have
I'm pretty sure they do.
Like take out the people who have kids.
Like if you're okay with kids, fine. But if you're not, they should ask. I don't know what they do behind the scenes, but if they should ask, what is your actual deal breaker?
Mhm.
If kids, that's amazing.
Because they somewhat have to advertise what people that have those kind of standards would kind of
If you
get.
have a bunch of single people, especially in their 20s and early 30s, it would be the expectation that nobody has kids.
It
No.
depends.
I'm saying on dating
A
shows.
lot of people have
No, I'm talking about on dating shows. You think about Married at
it's
First
still
Sight.
middle school.
Most people on
Yeah.
Married at First Sight don't have children. They make sure, like,
Yes,
on the show,
but
they
that's
have
cool.
kids.
But when you hear what they say, that's what the person is looking for.
Yeah, so like dating shows
Some
in
people don't
general,
care.
like this show, should people with kids be
It depends
qualified to be on
it
the show?
depends
Yes.
on
People with kids need to be on the show.
No, but you're just saying they should be filtered according to that person.
No.
I
No.
think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
The reason why is because there's a lot of single people in the world that have kids that would like to get married
But I
again,
feel
or like to
more
be in a
and more
relationship again.
people are deciding not to have children, so I feel like those numbers are going
I
up.
just think this, right, when it comes to
Those people are
having
in the
kids
minority. I
is
think
a literal
still.
decision, right? It is. You got to be careful who you have kids with. You got to be somebody else.
First of all, that goes to a fundamental thing of you need to be careful who you sleep with
That's facts.
and
All
how
day.
you sleep with them.
But
Because there is a such thing as protection.
You know how these horny cats is. I'm just saying, let's be real here. You know what I'm saying?
The thing
I'm
is,
not, I'm just saying, like,
Because there's so many people on the down low. There's so many
Oh.
people who are not
that took a hard
honest about.
turn.
No, I'm saying people about who's not honest about their medical history. So you're right. You got to
Word
be
up.
careful. And I feel like that should be part of the screening on the show.
That definitely should. But all I'm saying
Like,
is,
part of the
I
screen,
don't
like
think
in
it's
what
right.
sense? Like,
Like
somebody-
who should be on the show? Like, what's your medical history?
well, I mean,
What's
first
your-
of all, if she out here having people that have STDs on the show and stuff like
But
that,
you gotta
But you don't
understand.
look unless you work.
You
I
know
agree that maybe they should
how
have that
many
before they-
people have had
before you get on the
Yeah, I
show.
do believe it.
Should say that
Especially
anything that
in
can
our
harm the
state.
person physically.
We're like, it's exploding in the state.
But this is the thing, though.
But wouldn't it be the same for somebody that has a record of domestic violence?
That's true. This is why I
I
say
mean,
you
that's
got-
right because plumber dude,
Plumber doing
plumber dude.
pedophiles, yes.
That's a lot of things
Yes.
that should be screened before you do this. But
I mean, I feel like
entertainment,
jobs should
But
be
a
screened too.
YouTube show?
Because
I don't
job,
think they're doing
entertainment,
yes,
they're
it's
not
not-
doing it.
and I'm not even worried about the men. It's the females.
We talking about
But like,
What do you do for a living? Yeah, I work at I'm a full-time student.
that's not a job.
like, but like the reason
Well, as a guy-
why I wouldn't say that is because there's so many people that get with people like that I feel like the reality of that needs to be portrayed somewhat.
People are good like you.
People that don't have a job still getting in
And
relationships.
I feel like people who don't have a job should
Well, they're
not be
just
on this
dumb.
Well,
yes, but there's a lot of dumb people in
Because
the world.
So
You
why
know
do
how
we
many-
need to?
I did not
Focus
realize
on
how
them.
many
It's
entrepreneurs.
not focusing on them.
Andrea,
It's not focused. It's just featuring them.
how many entrepreneurs in social media are on the
First
show?
of all, let me
Social media
I mean,
is
does
the new
anybody
business.
have a job on this
Can I
show?
keep it
I
gangster?
mean,
Social media is the new business.
we watch. They had.
Can I keep it
Some of
gangster
them.
real quick?
Oh.
Can I keep it live?
Go ahead.
I manage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 social media channels, and I have a job.
Mhm.
I will never get on the channel and be like, I'm a content creator. No, I'm a truck driver.
But what if those 5 social media pages paid you?
If it made me money, I still wouldn't even. Because I'm probably still.
Would you still be a truck driver?
That all depends on how the cash flow coming. Because
Let's say that the 5 social media pages that paid you, let's say they paid you grand total $100K a year.
100K a year,
Would you still be a truck driver?
possibility. Because I want to. My thinking is saving towards my retirement, right? So I still, if my job don't require me to be going like
Now, do you?
12,
And
15
your
hours.
job depends on the
And
people.
if I get, and YouTube
right.
don't give me health benefits.
Right. Now, do you think the average person, if they make it 100K on social media, do you think they would still try to get a job?
No, probably not.
This
But let's be
generation.
real though. It's 100K a
I mean,
year.
people
That much.
set that as
Like,
their
no,
career.
No,
so-
but listen, but let's be like the
It's
way
100K a year. That much.
today.
To be able to have a regular life with a
regular
regular
life.
house
No,
and stuff like
yes,
that. It is that
it's
much.
all about lifestyle.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
like
think
that.
about it.
all about lifestyle.
Think about it. The person, if you make 100K a year, then you can pay off the house in less than 10.
My thought process is this.
I don't agree with
No,
that.
my thought
In less than
process.
10 years?
No.
No, my thought process is this, right? Because people are finicky sometimes. Like, you don't want to depend on subscribers and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I'd rather depend on getting it checked constantly. That I know what's going to come no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you depending on, because I don't want to have to. People are finicky.
You have to keep appeasing people for you to make your money.
People are finicky. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
people are
just-
willing to do that now.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
you're taking a chance. It's a gamble.
I don't mind.
It is a gamble. But life's a gamble.
I'm not one of them dudes that's like, oh, I'm gonna sleep in the car and I have a job. Listen, if I know I'm gonna get a check constantly, I don't mind driving the truck and still doing this. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm cool with that because this right here is gonna pay the bills,
Right.
and I can still do this on the side and
And
get
for
this.
those people that have those social media
A lot of
pages
people don't like to
and,
work either though.
and they have that kind of dedication to their social media pages, they have to post things.
If you look, I post a lot on it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Right.
home gaming guys. A lot
But hey-
just building. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
the thing is, people are just finicky.
Right.
Period. Like, so if you look at those channels on YouTube, they're always talking about, you see how they are, oh, come on, like, subscribe, I need it, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always begging for
Right.
support and stuff.
Right.
Always. Because one minute they doing it, next minute they not. One minute they doing it, next minute they not. You relying too much on that. And a lot of people feel prideful about having a job. I don't understand.
And that's the thing, it's the reliance part of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because anything can change at any time.
Mm-hmm.
You could
Right.
you could literally, I mean, look how many very successful YouTube channels went down the drain after,
There's a battle rapper. You know Rum Nitty, right?
yeah.
They was trying to roast him for working at Walmart. And he's one of the biggest battle rappers in the world. Biggest.
And didn't you say there's another guy who does like construction or truck driving or something like that?
Danny Myers. He was driving the bus. But he's one of the biggest battle rappers in the world, getting money for battle rapping, getting good money, but they're trying to cook him having a job.
There's nothing wrong with having
There's nothing
multiple
wrong with
avenues.
having a job.
Yeah, there's nothing
No,
wrong with
there's never nothing wrong with having a job. But the common person, if they making if they making 100K a year off of a social media page, they probably not trying to be employed.
You right.
but they should, because social
Only reason why,
media,
because YouTube be so
It's not a
strict.
guarantee.
and
check.
that's
You know what I'm
the thing,
saying? Like,
social media is now
it just switches so
transitioning
much.
into like television
It's
type,
just,
to where they're
the
trying to get
rules be-
celebrities, and
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
they're knocking off. They're knocking off the normal. Like, YouTube used to be for the normal person.
let me ask you, Josh.
Wait.
When you look at,
Hold on.
go ahead.
YouTube used to be for the regular person. Now it's about celebrities.
Right, but let me ask you this.
Mhm.
But you hear what the lovely T chick be saying. When you look, do you look at debate shows or do you look at the athlete talking to YouTube channel?
You all look at the what now? Debate shows?
Do you would you rather watch First Take, Undisputed, or listen to the athlete talking?
You rather listen to the athlete.
Exactly, and that's the YouTube channel 9 out of 10.
Right.
So now that's in turn to mainstream media.
Right.
So now since that stuff turned to mainstream media, you have to be careful about. You have to really condense yourself on what you do on the channel,
Right.
things like that, and they got all these rules now, right?
A lot of
YouTube-
sanctions now.
Exactly. So
Well, because I mean, I would imagine over the building up of this social media pages and stuff like that, they had to deal with some lawsuits of people
Well, no, it's just
misrepresenting
becoming
stuff.
more.
and then you look at YouTube,
Yeah.
right? You look at regular users, right? You look at the video. Instead of having the ads you see now, they have paused the video. Yo, I'm being sponsored by this. Make sure you check this in the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got the ad on top of in the video. So they're
Right.
like, okay, we gotta get them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we look at TikTok. You know a lot of regular guys now you see. You know the one guy off Married at First Sight, the guy or the 90 Day Fiance, the one black dude with the lady with the hijab who was asking for a baby.
Yeah.
they are on TikTok and they sponsored by Gain or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
They're slowly kicking out the normal person out of.
So regular people are now.
But they need to. Because the more normal people have a voice, the more we see normal people need to shut up.
They do. They do. One thing I hate when I watch a radio show.
And I'm saying that having a podcast myself.
Listen, one thing I hate. One thing I can't stand is when the fans call in. I hate here. Listen, when they want to say something, oh yeah, I think that, man. Hang the phone up.
They got opinions.
It don't be making sense.
But not every opinion needs to be heard.
Exactly.
But it's a show.
You're right. It is a show. But the show became a show because the host was giving his thoughts.
I'm asking you this right now. If we would you want to have callers call in?
Oh,
exactly.
No.
I'm glad we agree on that because I definitely don't want to talk to them.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because they don't be making sense.
I don't know, because there's too many different mindsets. I mean, look, you can tell the different mindsets when you come across different people in the world. Like, dang. Okay, so everybody that has a job,
Right.
just look at your coworkers.
Right.
Right.
Do you want to hear their opinion on every subject matter?
No.
Case in point.
Exactly.
Case in point. You want to hear their opinion on
Oh my
every
God, I
subject
didn't
matter?
want to talk to them on the phone. Like,
So why portray them to the world?
It makes it entertaining.
I've never thought of it from that way.
She's right about that to a degree, because it is entertaining to hear weird people talk.
So you want to hear callers?
I'm not saying that I want to have callers.
Because we can do that.
I don't want to have
Once
callers.
we actually
Okay, so would you rather YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff be more commercialized with celebrities?
Celebrities are everyday people too. They have some weird stuff to say.
I know, but that's where it's kind of moving towards.
Well,
They're pushing regular people.
Well,
the thing.
say
Even
this.
celebrities have different channels now.
There's certain subjects where the everyday voice doesn't have the same weight that the voice that's been in the industry, that's experienced and stuff like that. Their voice carries a whole lot more weight.
But can we
Yeah,
hear
but,
us here?
no, let's talk about something else. There's a lot of good YouTube sports commentators that can give these journalists a run for their money.
We do.
I'm sure.
I mean, look at what Stephen A is against. Because there's some YouTubers that just like, listen to them than Stephen A.
No, because we don't know. Listen, Stephen A. and them
Stephen A is sanctioned on what he.
But listen, Stephen A. and them come from
Right.
the old school.
True.
Stephen A. and them come from the old. Be honest, they come from the old school where you got to be clean, everything. When I hear Stephen A. cuss, it's very cringeworthy. It's like, what are you doing, man? But if I hear Kenyon Martin talk, I'd rather hear from Kenyon.
So I understand what Josh is saying. Like, regular people sometimes when they talk, it's like, what are you
But
talking
you got
about?
Because not everybody has sense.
But at the same time, I feel like the
But those
more
are-
celebrities that take over social media, the more sanctions, the more you're not going to get authenticity.
No,
But
because they're being paid now.
Exactly.
Right.
But that's where her point of like people, just random people that are really different.
Yeah.
They can be entertaining.
Everybody don't need a camera in their face. Just call it what it is.
You're right.
Everybody don't need a mic on their mouth.
You're right.
It's that simple.
But when you have somebody that can say something or do something that brings shock value, and people be like, did you see what so-and-so did?
But-
Or did you hear what so-and-so said?
How long do it last, though?
It's very temporary.
Exactly.
It's very temporary.
Exactly.
But companies don't care about that, because the thing about temporary is it is replaceable. The more you entertain crazy.
But isn't it all replaceable? I mean, look how
No.
attention spans are so short.
No.
They're always
Okay,
looking
so
for the
give
next
you a
thing.
perfect example of that, right? John Madden.
The great John Madden.
The
great
John Madden used to broadcast and televise and break down games live.
Now, hold on. John Madden barely talked about the game though. His analogies was great. You know what we always said about him? The way he break it down in simple form for everybody to understand it.
Exactly. So, John Madden, the legendary head coach, the one that got his name after the game, right? He used to broadcast the game.
Which in a sense of disrespect to his name when we go God pay.
You're right. But he's still John Madden.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to do something that when you hear other broadcasters now, they just don't live up to that hype. Mm-hmm. And some of these broadcasters are guys that played the game.
Tony Romo's good though. They made
Tony
him tone it
Romo
down.
was good.
They made him tone it down.
Okay, so I don't want to say their name because I don't want to, but there's some guys that when they talk, it's like,
It's just like the guys on NBA TV. They played,
Okay,
but they're
so-
boring.
one of the
You're right.
one of the subjects.
Think Tom Brady would do?
I don't know. I haven't seen him yet.
I don't know.
Tom Brady's
But-
personality is kind of.
But
I dry.
let's just go with one of the real life examples that the world is dealing with now, or at least the NBA world is dealing with now. After this season, there's going to be no more NBA on TV.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hurt Charles Barkley, like
How do you guys feel about that?
that's terrible.
Well, that was a subject that we was going to talk about. Do y'all?
Oh,
wanna
let's talk about it
now. You want to go ahead and talk about it now?
Because I do want to kind of stay on task. We've been doing the podcast.
We're talking about Pop the Balloon.
We've been talking about popping the
See,
balloon.
this the thing. Y'all can do a 4-hour podcast and be straight. My bandwidth can only go so long.
Well, we need
And
to
I
go
know
with
once y'all
2:30,
go
I
there,
guess.
that could be a whole other 2-3 hours.
Look,
Inside the NBA.
Yes.
No, won't. We can talk about that.
Inside
All right,
the
you
NBA.
said you want to talk about it.
Yes,
You said you were.
could.
All right.
Okay,
that's
So
in the chat.
we're not gonna play these games and act like you didn't want to talk
No,
about it.
I never said
You
anything.
didn't want to talk
I
about
do want to talk
it.
about
We
it.
know Pop the Balloon is a bunch of lunacy.
I'm about to sit on this comfortable roller.
Let me say this.
That's
Well, you
right,
talk
that is
about
not. It's a hard work.
What are you doing?
pretty
I know you
hard.
gotta go to
Stretching
sleep.
out my legs.
All right. So this is the thing. Let's close out Pop the Balloon for the people.
All right, closing out.
And we were supposed to watch one and
Yeah.
kind of like break it down.
Well, listen. We actually real homies.
This is a really good conversation.
This is the thing. We real friends, so we can just talk.
Listen, y'all, look,
Yeah.
we're very genuine
We
here,
fam here.
and the conversation can flow in any
Exactly.
different directions. It just depends
We
on
literally
where.
was supposed to review
On the
this.
F&S network.
But you know what? Let's say this is a part
Let me
one.
say it. On the
We'll do
F&S
this is part one of Pop the Balloon.
on the F&S network,
Okay.
we don't clip and edit and do fake clips.
Right.
We
Okay.
just talk live.
So let's just say this is part one of Pop the Balloon, and in part two we'll actually.
This is general talk.
Yeah,
Like,
but in part two we'll actually analyze the show, and
let me ask y'all this.
in real time.
Do y'all want me to bring the streaming clips so we can pause it on it and we can talk while it's on?
Yeah, I do.
For the next one, we'll
Yeah.
Y'all wanna do
We'll
that?
capture the show and like review it while
We
it's
can do
going.
that.
yeah, we can do that.
So this is
Yeah.
part one of Pop the Balloon.
Yeah,
and
do
part-
it on them.
and then we'll be doing part two, which
Oh,
we
no,
will
we can
actually,
go- about that.
yeah, in part two we'll actually be reviewing an episode in real time.
A random one too.
So I'll bring
Yes.
the Xbox to the PlayStation, got a block. But I can do the capture for the Xbox
Okay.
Gotcha.
I was like,
or the YouTube or
Trust you on
whichever.
that.
so let's
That's
jump
fine.
inside the.
Inside the
Inside
NBA.
being
So
canceled.
how are you guys feeling about
They
that?
got one more year.
Personally, I feel like even if they was to keep it, Charles Barkley already announced his retirement from television.
No, he said he was gonna talk. He was still talking to dudes.
But
You seen that?
But he announced his retirement.
Is there like a comment?
Charles Barkley. How many years he been saying he gonna retire?
I don't know.
He said he talked to all three
Think so.
networks.
You took
Wait,
it back?
wasn't
He
there
said
a
so.
counter offer by TNT?
No,
They
I
matched.
heard.
To match, like,
They matched Amazon's offer.
I think this is what NBA was on
okay.
because the guy on TNT was also we can survive without the NBA, which I don't understand now. But cool because AEW don't really. The wrestling AEW is not WCW, so that's not. And then inside the NBA is TNT. We know inside the NBA, Now, we do know, because Ernie Johnson is tied in with TNT. He does baseball. I think he said something about he having family and his father or something deal with. So he's not leaving TNT.
Right, he already said
That's a deeper situation than just the NBA. And he does baseball and all that.
And you can see the difference when Ernie is not there versus when the other guy.
Facts. Ernie is, didn't he get like an award or something?
He's gotten tons of awards.
He's one of the greats. I think he's underappreciated because Charles Barkley and Ernie keeps everything together.
Yes, but Charles Barkley makes the show.
But Ernie keeps everything. They both need each other.
Right.
They both.
But you know what? Have you ever listened to the episode of their show, the Charles Barkley and Ernie?
I've never seen the whole.
I've never watched or listened to an episode of the podcast.
I can't tell you I watched it.
I've never seen it. So it's crazy how
the
two keys to the show, when they have their own thing, it's like I'm not interested.
But Kenny is good. Everybody is. It's like roles, like you say.
I think
roles.
everybody brings a
Kenny is cold.
Like very specific.
Kenny,
yeah.
I like Kenny. I do.
In my personal opinion,
they're all unique in their own way.
In my personal opinion, I feel like Kenny is the most replaceable guy.
Really?
I agree.
Really?
I do.
Kenny
I can
Smith?
see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Kenny. Not on some basketball stuff or some entertainment stuff.
I can see that. I can see Kenny being replaced before Ernie, and like easy.
Ernie is he's the.
So who would you replace? Shaq?
Yes.
Really?
Shaq is easier to replace.
Shaq is
easier to replace than Kenny.
because they was all there before him anyway.
They were right, but
Shaq don't need to be there.
But-
You can have them
But I don't
three.
really see what Kenny really.
Shaq brings the Shaq in the pool segment.
so what?
Shaq brings the
He brings
Kenny
the argument
segment.
out
My
of
question, Josh. What does
Does Kenny not know his stuff?
Hold on.
what does Shaq bring that Kenny doesn't, or vice versa?
He don't talk basketball, but
or vice versa.
Shaq is willing to be a kid.
Yeah. And he goes toe to toe with Chuck, which
And they even have their own little like thing, and I feel like it's also about entertainment too. And a lot of people tune into Inside the NBA.
But Kenny know his stuff.
Yeah, Kenny
not just
knows
about that,
basketball.
though.
You
Kenny-
need him.
Kenny
That's it.
Kenny,
You gotta have somebody that knows
and-
basketball.
It's not just about
say
that.
that. I'm not saying that Kenny is not valuable. What I'm saying is that for this show,
I can't get rid of Kenny.
for this show, on an entertainment basis, Shaq has brought more laughs to the show than what Kenny
So
did.
let me ask you, because the dunk contest and All-Star game is on TNT.
Yeah.
Kenny is the guy, the voice of the dunk contest.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be
but-
Shaq.
Contest been whack
Bro,
for
I'm
so
just
long.
saying, but
It's
Kenny-
been whack for so
Kenny-
building up
Listen,
stuff
everybody-
and nothing happened.
everybody
that was
has
years
a
ago,
role.
though.
Everybody has a role.
Kenny's most famous line for All-Star Weekend is "Let's go
Listen,
home."
but listen, Chuck.
Okay, let
I
me
thought
ask
it
you a
was
question.
Superman.
Remember all of those memes and stuff. Who would you replace?
Kenny.
So Matt, out
Shaq,
of
man, I'm sorry,
Really?
it'd be Shaq. Shaq,
I'm telling you, man. Look,
Shaq, he don't talk about the X's and O's whatsoever. At least Kenny does that. Charles definitely don't talk about X's and O's. You need somebody to talk about
is
X's and
Kenny
O's.
the only one that does that on the show?
Yes,
not completely though.
Charles does.
There's moments where I seen that Charles Barkley will talk basketball
You
stuff.
said moments. I'm talking about the facts. You know what I'm saying? Like when he go to that screen, who the one who go to that screen to break down the play?
You're right, but at the
It
same
ain't Ernie.
But okay, so here's but here's the other thing that Shaq brings to the show. As far as accomplishments as an NBA player, Shaq brings the most to that show. Because Shaq is the head of the snake carrier of some NBA championship squads. Whereas Kenny Smith was the Matt Barnes for some of these championship squads.
So let me ask you this question about the Diesel. Shaq played with who? Penny?
Penny and Kobe.
Then he went to Kobe. Then he went to Wade.
You're right.
So who would you replace?
like-
Who would you replace, Shaq?
Who? Anybody.
Anybody. You can't say anybody. No.
She may be a really good.
This never got better.
With his analyst. At the beginning, I know Chris Webber was a little rough, but he got better down the line.
Yeah, but he ain't up there still. He's still
He
got
got
some.
better down the line.
Shaq, is he better than Shaq?
No, listen, Shaq
Is
got
he
Shaq.
better than Shaq?
Shaq is a personality. Shaq got his hands on a lot of
You're
things.
right. But when you talking about
X and O.
Honestly, you could replace.
You
Kenny.
can't
You
only
could
replace-
replace Kenny with Jalen.
I agree that, but
See, maybe more entertaining. When
Thank
was
you.
Shaq when
Thank
he
you.
was on the show?
yeah, you gotta take a sip on that one because it's
I mean,
true. Because it's true.
Technically, I just ate some ice.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it would be a colder show.
So you know, Shaq, disrespect Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith, I'm saying your
What should be a good
Listen,
show? What should be
Kenny
a good
Smith,
show?
I understand your legendary voice.
Matt, answer the question.
Huh?
Which would be a colder show? Replacing Shaq with Jalen or replacing Kenny with Jalen?
It will ask
Will be a more entertaining show.
and it's
Sure. Once again, Jalen Rose more accomplished as a individual player, not as a successful player, but more accomplished as an individual player than Kenny Smith.
And he Detroit.
you're not gonna
Go
hold
against
Michigan.
Drake.
Chris Webber's my man. Look.
Michigan, you automatically lose.
Wait, listen, does Kenny
Go ahead and
Smith?
explain yourself out of that one.
He brings the X's and O's. Look, the only thing that Kenny Smith brings to the show that is in
What you gonna have
general,
Kenny Smith on your neck for if he was a free agent?
if he was the only person that I can get,
Dad?
if he was the only person,
You acting like Kenny Smith not a staple to inside the NBA.
No. You're missing the point of the show. Point of the show is to be entertainment. Number one. Point of the show
Kenny
is to
Smith
be
not entertainment?
Not really.
boring.
And Jalen Rose is not. I love Jalen Rose.
And Jalen Rose is boring too.
Yeah.
He's not entertaining either now.
He's not.
But he's just kidding.
What about Jalen and Jacoby, that podcast? Was that very entertaining?
No.
All right then.
Okay, so give me Zeke. Give me Zeke.
Isaiah?
No.
Yes.
That's my man. He's
Give me Zeke. Give me
Isaiah
Zeke.
Thomas. He like to cook you my last.
Give me Zeke.
See Isaiah.
Give me Zeke.
Isaiah, but he's on
Who's he
MVP.
replacing? Is he replacing Shaq or Kenny?
He's replacing Kenny. We don't
replace
need
Shaq
two
like
broad
that.
opinions on
He
this
said
show.
he replaced Shaq with Isaiah. You said
Dog, Shaq don't talk about no X's and O's.
He don't need to talk X's and O's.
He's
Shaq
not even
ain't
there for
even
that.
playing.
He's not
He be
there
hating.
for that.
Shaq be hating.
Yes, but that brings
You know he
quality
be
to the
hating.
show. But quality because he's hating. Once again,
Culture is based on.
Oh my
once
God.
again,
What about my dude,
you
Who?
talk.
Paul Pierce?
No.
My God.
Paul Pierce.
It's basketball. Is Paul Pierce not one of the great twos?
Come on,
Paul Pierce not one of the great twos.
No.
Big G.
Hey, nah, I don't know about that.
See that don't know how to say equivalent.
Paige.
They had him on CSC. Say equivalent. I don't need nobody that don't know how to say equivalent on the show. Okay? So no one nights. He said equivalent. Yeah. Say equivalent. Listen, Draymond Green. Give me Draymond Green.
Speaking about Draymond,
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
Draymond,
Have
yeah.
you seen the shows that he's been on? It's been better than Jalen Rose.
Dang. And he
Dang,
Michigan
right.
too. They both Michigan.
Listen, I'm all Michigan, so it's
So
cool.
what we gonna do?
Draymond.
I'd rather have Zeke than both of them.
Zeke is really Chicago,
Right.
so I'm not going against
The
my
Pistons
MI.
wouldn't be the Pistons without Zeke.
and Joe Dumars and Bill Laimbeer and Dennis Rodman
You're right.
and Rick Mahorn.
But
We got
it's
Play
again.
Shaq with Dennis Rodman.
Oh man,
There you go. You got to for something like this. We got yeah, you right. You might have to pull him out of Vegas. You might have to pull him out of Vegas.
I mean, does he know basketball?
he definitely.
Dennis Rodman more
You say you don't.
basketball? Isn't he more
I'm not
entertaining
gonna
than
say you
Shaq?
don't know basketball.
Him.
Rebounds and everything like that. Like, you gonna be like,
Hey,
This is a man that studied the art of rebounding and knowing how to come off the rim off the spin. Do any of these guys do that?
no, nobody does that.
He didn't he get like 20 something rebounds in one game?
Oh, okay, hold on. This is a little sidebar. This is not inside the NBA.
It's F&S Network.
This is basketball stuff. Young players, why do you not study the greats from the past?
because they arrogant. They think they know everything.
Like, we got Tim Duncan to study.
Yeah.
We got Hakeem Olajuwon to study. Kevin McHale. Al Jefferson.
Al is probably
We got, like, why do you not look at them and be like,
so.
let me do what they did. Let me add what they did
What
to
a-
my game.
What about replacing Kenny with Vince?
No.
No.
This Carter is born. We First of all, hold on. No. Let's just skip past that. All right.
Is he a better player?
Why is he on the cover of the Hall of Fame edition?
Hold on. Why is he on the cover of the Hall of Fame? Listen.
Oh yeah, that's been Matt's issue.
Let's just skip past that.
Okay, hold on. Why is he on the cover of the 2K edition? No, because we do gaming content on the F&S. Why is he on the cover? Why is he on the cover of the Legendary Edition of 2K? Answer that, Josh.
The only thing I can say is
No, Hall of Fame edition.
I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is he for the Duncan.
So Josh, who would you rather see?
I'd rather have Chauncey.
What about you?
Rather
Wow.
see as what?
Instead of Vince.
The Hall of Fame edition.
Instead of Vince Carter for the Hall of Fame edition?
That said Chauncey.
I prefer Allen Iverson. He's overdue because he was the main guy.
But he kind of started this whole 2K stuff, so
I would love to see him.
I'm not mad at him not getting.
Let me ask you this question before you.
Wait, would you be mad if Tim
because-
Duncan was on it? Tim Duncan?
No, I wouldn't be mad.
Tim
But
Duncan needs one.
But this is the thing, right?
Here's the thing about Tim Duncan's game. Tim Duncan's game is boring.
He was on the cover of Live 2000. You see they threw Jordan in the cover just to sell it. But this is the thing.
Damn.
Tim Duncan is boring to look at.
Yeah.
But we call him the big fundamental for a reason.
But I think he was on the cover of March Madness 99 and then cover 2000. That was cold. But but Merlot did that. He was on the cover of NCAA.
So you want to see he has a legendary cover?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Would you be,
Yeah, who would-
before you answer that, would you be mad? Because remember, Live 06 had
Dwayne
Wade
Mhm.
and had a classic version of Live 95 available to play,
Okay.
right? So would you be mad if 2K did this? Allen Iverson is the cover on some legendary stuff, and it had a updated version of NBA 2K on the Dreamcast to play.
I'm
Exhibition
never
style.
going to be mad at Allen Iverson being on the cover. That's
So
my
who-
guy.
Okay, so instead of Vince, who would you rather have, Josh?
Instead of Vince Carter for the legendary cover,
Yeah.
let me see. Who hasn't had one that deserves it?
You said Tim Duncan, but he's boring.
Seen somebody mention Bill Walton and Jerry West as a dual cover. I don't think the youngest will appreciate
I don't know
that.
if they would.
Yeah, young people don't really know, because like when you actually talk about guys that are deserving of that, then you can go into the Jerry Wests and you can go into the Wilt Chamberlains. You can
What
go,
about
you
Isaiah?
gotta look.
What about Isaiah Thomas?
Ooh.
personally, I
So
would
that
like
was dope.
Isaiah Thomas.
I would
He's
love
too much
to
of
see
a
that.
villain.
Personally, I would
You
like.
say he's too much of a villain?
Yeah, for them to put.
Probably because they be talking too much about Jordan.
Yeah, but that's the reason.
Talking reckless about Jordan.
That's the reason.
What he's saying about Jordan is a lie.
Nobody came out and called it wrong
He
yet.
did a lie. He said he beat him majority of the times they met.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. It's real. If for all the Jordan worshipers, you can go online and you can look up this stuff. You
Listen.
can see the records.
I've never seen. Michael Jordan celebrate? It wasn't a championship game. Remember he
was
made
only-
that shot and he ran off the court like this.
Right.
So what about Scottie Pippen? Why can't he?
It doesn't matter if Scottie
He
Pippen.
be on the
I
legend
wouldn't.
cover.
I mean, but Scotty gets no love because he's always going to be second to Jordan on the board.
But didn't Phil Jackson say Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest basketball players you ever seen play?
Of course.
Scottie Pippen could do everything.
So why isn't he on
He
the
can run
legendary
one,
cover? I mean,
he
just
can
because
play
he's
D.
second behind Jordan, he's still very well known.
Jordan didn't win till he got Scottie.
Right.
So why isn't he on the legendary cover?
And Scottie was still doing dirt into the
Still there.
Rockets and the Blazers.
Okay, so if you actually look at it, Scotty had a better winning percentage without Jordan than Jordan had a winning percentage without Scotty.
I love Scottie's game.
Ooh. Hey, you should put that in the shorts.
You can look that up.
I
People
know
can look that up.
for that other than me.
Oh, absolutely.
When Scotty was on Houston, when he was on Portland, they were still like doing stuff,
Scottie
making the
was a
playoffs.
factor with them Blazers.
Yeah, they was making the playoffs. Michael Jordan with the Wizards, unfortunately,
Now, let's be fair. The Wizards.
you chose to go there.
Yes, he did.
There was 29 other franchises.
You're right.
There was 29 other franchises.
Listen,
Franchises.
There was 29 other
Jordan played all
And-
82 games and he
not-
wasn't trash.
But who cares about playing all 82 games when they don't matter?
Think about it.
The whole
He's
thing
young
is,
as Kenny.
Hey, and how many minutes did he play in those games?
and it was the weak East, right?
Wait,
The
how many
weak
minutes
East-
did he play in
the
those
weak
games?
East-
Average.
I'm biased. I like the
Average.
Wizards.
And
Jordan.
on the average, how many minutes did Jordan play in those
Listen,
games?
I'm biased. I will,
No,
I will walk out of this
We-
conversation because
okay.
I like Wizards Jordan.
Listen, look,
Okay.
nobody wants to take away from what Jordan brought.
But Jordan, I like Wizards Jordan. I love his mid-range game. I like the fact he was an older guy cooking cats still. It's just he played the team. I mean, but the thing, I don't think Kwame Brown was as bad as people advertised him either.
No, but he just got off to a bad start.
You know what I'm saying? Kwame Brown was solid. That's why he had 13
Hey,
years.
Josh gonna say Matt Barnes should be on the legendary cover.
No, let's trade me now. He's trying to trade me now. He's trying to trade me now. No.
Let me ask you this. Who do you think, because I still don't understand the Vince Carter cover.
Yeah,
And us Detroit, we don't get no love.
yeah.
People love to see Ben Wallace.
He was gonna say that.
Ben Wallace's my favorite center of all time.
Well, it'd have been hard seeing him
I'm already
on the cover. Him Watkins,
He was already got the cover to one of the two
no,
games.
legendary though. He's a 4-time defensive player of the year.
Right.
And a pro.
Oh, real one.
Detroit was
Hold
the
on.
year.
You can't say 4-time defensive player loosely anymore because Rudy Gobert got that.
We not gonna
Listen,
Dwight Howard. What? Dwight Howard is a 4-time, right?
man,
I don't
look.
hate Rudy Gobert. I just don't think he is good as advertised. I don't hate Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
When I seen him play in the playoffs, he had some good moments, but it's not his fault he got defensive player of the year. He didn't choose that for himself,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not gonna cook him for that. I just don't think. I gotta look at the numbers. Who do you think?
What's numbers?
I gotta look and
Because
see.
personally, I feel like Wemby should have got it
Wemby,
over Rudy Gobert. Have you ever seen a 3-man fast break hesitate to shoot
how
the
many
ball?
wins the Spurs got?
No, you're right. But at the same point in time, how many wins did the Timberwolves get off of Rudy Gobert's back?
This Timberwolves was wilding.
Off of Rudy Gobert's back?
Ant-Man.
We all know it was about Ant-Man.
Hold on,
Wemby ain't got no Ant-Man. Wemby
Why-
is the Ant-Man.
Why
You
can't
got
we
Paul
put?
now.
Why can't we put Paul Pierce on the legendary cover?
Paul Pierce is cold.
Why
I
can't, why
love
can't
Paul
he
Pierce.
be put on the legendary
I
cover?
love Paul
Because-
Pierce.
If you're gonna go the Celtics route, then Larry Bird needs to be on the cover before Paul Pierce.
He got the cover. He got 2K12. He got the cover. He got
Who
the cover.
did Larry Bird?
Yeah, there was 3 individual covers. You can get all 3, or you can get it. I ended up getting the Magic.
But why can't we put Paul Pierce on the legendary cover?
Because there's better options available.
Paul Pierce is official.
That don't mean he shouldn't.
I'm
be
not
on there.
saying that he's not, but what I'm saying is there's better options available.
They,
From the fans' perspective, Paul Pierce is not appreciated
I don't
as
care about
highly.
the fans. We know.
No,
how
2K does. 2K,
Okay, but-
2K wants a product that's going to
Pierce
sell.
is Vince Carter.
Something Vince
Paul
Carter.
Pierce is better than Vince Carter. We're not gonna lie
He's on
and
the
say that.
legendary cover, so we ain't talking
Is
about
Paul
that.
Pierce
From
not better
the
than
fans'
Vince Carter?
perspective.
I'm not going to debate that. That's all facts.
So
Yeah.
what
He
I'm
just
saying,
can't jump like
Because we're
that.
saying over Vince Carter.
over
Who
Vince
should be-
Carter,
who
you
should
can
be
have a
on
list.
there over. And,
The Hall of
and
Famer
Sean
should
Perry
be
one of them.
Wilkins.
Okay.
He better than Vince.
Dominique Wilkins.
He better than Vince.
I'm asking
He's
you.
like the same dude.
I'm just throwing names on the table.
I wouldn't put no. Vince, because they both dunkers. They're both known for the dunk. Vince had better dunks than Dominique.
Okay.
And he can shoot, but he's a better basketball player than Dominique Wilkins, in my opinion.
Okay. Gary Payton,
The glove,
legendary.
I wouldn't put him on the legendary.
I wouldn't throw him in the
Over
cover.
over Vince Carter.
Because he didn't
Why?
change the game.
Why?
Vince.
He doesn't
He's
have
a basketball player. A better basketball player.
Andrea over there sleeping. Is she snoring in the mic?
No.
Okay, you good? Okay.
She's not
Go on.
snoring.
Let's do this canceling, y'all.
All right. So look,
Okay.
She put me out there like that.
I'm
Like,
sorry to do that. Because you go to sleep every show.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Don't
Josh.
don't play me like that.
your wife.
Thank you. Do not play me
Well,
like
not
that.
only am I awake, I am contributing to today's podcast.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I appreciate that
This is
so
glad
much.
we can hear Andrea today.
Wait, we
Trying to play me twice.
No. Andre,
What?
who's a better basketball player? Gary
Hey,
Payton
yeah.
or
Bring
Vince
her
Carter?
up. You need a shot?
Gary Payton or Vince Carter?
I'm taking Vince Carter.
Yeah, I take.
Oh, man, that's
I'm
kind of...
sorry.
That's cold
One
blooded.
thing
Have you
Vince
watched
Carter
the Sonics? No,
I'm sorry.
Have you
I
watched the-
agree with Andrea.
Oh, Gary Payton was a
Okay,
two-best
okay.
player.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Jason Kidd.
Ooh. J Kidd all day, every day.
Him on the legendary cover of a Vince Carter.
He was on Live 03.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
He was on
And
Live
I-
03.
and I-
That
You
version
think
better than
it's-
2K3, I think. I think I like that better.
All right.
I gotta look at my review.
So
Bob.
J Kidd. J Kidd is official.
Okay, well then at that point, what about her?
I would love
I mean,
Why not?
We gonna go there.
Why not?
fade.
Yes.
And why make it fade
The
cover?
one legged fade
No
cover.
fair?
That's gonna be fresh
Hey,
in people's
look.
minds because that's the championship ring that people hang over LeBron's head.
People forget. Dirk went to the finals twice.
Yes.
Remember, he was up like 2-0 against the Heat, and they lost 4 in a row. But then he beat the more official Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Were they more official or were they just more top heavy?
With LeBron and them.
Yeah.
Who was on the team with Wade? And them?
I have to look up that roster.
Because they was up 2-0. I remember because I went to at my cousin's house.
I don't remember them being up 2-0.
No, they was up 2-0, dog. I remember the first time they was in the finals, it was up 2-0.
I remember them winning the first game, but I thought they lost the second.
Swear it was up 2-0 because I was at my cousin's crib and it was up 2-0. I'm like, oh, they about to. And then they ended up losing.
I don't remember them being up 2-0, but if you right, you right.
That's what I remember. I could be wrong though.
I'm just saying. I think that Heat team when Bron got there, they were just more top heavy.
But you the one. Hold on, wait a minute, man. You the one who was arguing with me about Jason Kidd being on the bench or Jason Williams.
No, that was the Wade team. I'm
Wade
talking about
team?
the Bron
Bron
team,
and
the
them?
first year. The
What
first
you
year.
talking about with
When they lost the Dirk.
Dirk was dog. The Mavericks was cold.
You're right, but I think that Heat team didn't have as much
That
depth.
Mavericks was kind of built like
because think about who came after that.
who wins? That Mavericks team or the Pistons?
The Pistons.
Yeah, I say the Pistons too.
The Pistons.
Yeah.
Who's better, Rasheed Wallace or Dirk Nowitzki? And I love Sheed. I love Sheed.
Oh my God.
Dirk is better.
Yeah.
Dirk is
Yeah. Oh
Dirk
my
is
God.
Dirk is better. The reason I said Rasheed is because Rasheed had
Mavericks team or the Pistons?
Rasheed
I
was the
still say
defender.
the Pistons. I
No.
still say the Pistons.
That Mavericks team was deep.
That was cold.
Man, we had a whole lineup.
I mean, but look.
They had a whole nother starting lineup coming
But
off
the
the bench.
Mavs had a nice bench too.
But look.
No.
Hang on. Look what we had to go through.
But we had a deep.
Look what we had to go through.
You're
Even
right.
the East.
What I'm saying is that Mavericks
Look at
team.
the other defensive teams we had to go through.
You're
Even
right.
In the East.
The Mavericks wasn't a defensive team.
But
The Mavericks wasn't
But
a
we
defensive team.
could we really would have stopped Dirk?
You had no answers for Dirk.
Dirk would have got off.
You had no answers for Dirk. You had no answers for Dirk.
Because Dwight, the reason why Rasheed Wallace was so good is because Dwight, all he could do was dunk.
Mm.
That leg is fade. You can't do nothing with that.
You can't do nothing with
And then
that.
Chauncey and
At
Jason
that point in
Kidd,
time, was Chauncey better than J. Kidd?
when? What year?
offensively he was. Offensively. But I don't think they both was cold ever on the floor because Chauncey gave him his flowers recently. I know Carmelo gave him his flowers recently. Carmelo admitted like I need it.
Yes.
Chauncey was the underrated floor general. And you don't go from the
Right.
east to the west. That stacked west
Right.
and go to the Western Conference Finals with Chauncey.
But what I'm saying is we knew this about J. Kidd from the jump. We knew this about J. Kidd from the jump. It didn't take him almost a decade to figure it out.
Is he a good coach?
Yes.
Yes.
He's
He
a
got his
good
team to the finals
He's a great, actually, you probably say great.
because Luke don't play no defense.
Do you think he should be Hall of Fame as a coach?
No.
No, he ain't done
Is
nothing.
Is he on
hasn't-
the road for that?
No.
He-
not-
he-
I
If
mean,
he
he could
continues on
probably be,
this trajectory.
we got years behind that.
Yeah,
league
yeah,
before
you
he
got
get there.
years.
But
Has there been a coach? So it's been a
Would you be opposed to a legendary 2K edition with a coach on the cover?
Wait, I got a question
are we mad
first.
at that?
Do we have a potential?
Popovich.
Are we mad at that?
Do we have a potential Hall of Famer basketball player / coach? Like dual.
Phil Jackson. He was a player.
He was Hall of
Yeah.
Fame player and Hall of
No,
Fame
he's a
coach.
player.
No.
I'm talking
Jason
about both.
Kidd is the closest to that.
I'm talking about the both. Who could be Hall of Fame in both sectors?
If Kevin McHale would have kept on
Well,
coaching,
no, he won.
if Kevin McHale would have kept on coaching,
He quit after the Timberwolves, I think.
he quit after the Houston Rockets because he was the coach for that James Harden, Dwight
Well,
Howard.
McHale wasn't a bad coach.
He wasn't a bad coach at all. If Kevin McHale would have kept on coaching, he probably would
I
have.
remember Kevin McHale cracked the joke on Inside the NBA. It was like, he told her, you got me fired. he was joking
All
with
right, so now we talk about inside the NBA. Do you think would you think that there should be a woman?
No.
Oh.
We're going to tell you why.
So Candace Parker.
But
couldn't
before you
do
say
it?
all
I
that,
love Candace Parker.
I
That's my
appreciate
favorite
what
female
Candace
player.
Parker like.
That's my favorite female
I
player.
appreciate her basketball IQ, but she forces.
Listen, I'm married.
Mm.
Listen,
She
let me-
forces her
listen,
IQ.
Listen, we don't have no dog in this fight. I'm just asking the question.
I'm married. You know, Candace Parker was like
Like a boo thing.
married.
Listen, I don't care. I told you we all have our celebrity crushes. Was Candace
Man.
Parker your boo thing? Okay, but you still don't want to see her inside the NBA though.
I like Candace Parker. I just don't like like Clarissa Shields when
Mhm.
they think they can beat men in basketball. It's not logical.
Well, who was the other one that was really good? The other analyst, the female analyst.
Cheryl Miller?
No, not her. The other one. That got fired. Was it from ESPN?
You talking about she would be undisputed now. You talking about old girl who got let off for Malika Andrews?
a black woman.
No, black?
Yeah. The
You
one
talking
who like
about-
she was like,
She was with First Take?
yes. What's her name? She would be a good.
Off the top, I can't think. But she
She-
wasn't a hooper, I don't think. I think she
Yeah, but
did.
she would still be a
She was
good
cold.
potential
She was
analyst on Inside the
She was
NBA,
cold,
honestly.
but Inside the NBA is done. It's not going to be here next year.
But okay, so what about moving in? Remember, we've talked about this before. Moving Inside the NBA to YouTube.
Charles Barkley had a company, but the only reason why, because Ernie doesn't want to leave in TNT, and I can't be mad at him.
But it doesn't. Why would he have to leave TNT? There's many people who have their own YouTube channels and still are part of Major
Ernie
Networks.
is tied in with TNT, literally. Like, he don't...
So what, they're not going to allow him to
No,
branch
it's not
off?
about a lot. He just don't want to.
Mm.
Ernie is older, and he's like, look.
Well, like Josh said, we're going to have to replace Ernie. Keep Inside the NBA.
You said replacing Kenny.
Well, at this point, Ernie doesn't want to do it. So,
Let me tell you
if
something.
we're gonna move Inside the NBA,
Let me tell you
YouTube,
something.
right?
The
And Ernie
producer-
doesn't want to do
Let me
it.
tell you something.
Who would be a good replacement?
Can I give you an example?
Okay, go ahead.
The producer is very pertinent to the rapper. You can't just have a beat. You can have a dope.
Let's ask Josh. Would it be a good idea to move inside the NBA to YouTube?
You could do that.
A lot of people watch it that way
And that
anyway.
said, Ernie doesn't want to do it.
Ernie
So
wants
who
to
would be a
TNT.
good replacement moving inside the NBA to YouTube to replace Ernie?
Somebody who can keep order.
It has to be somebody that has respect amongst the
I
players.
and I still say Detroit's finest.
Jalen,
Yes.
I don't think he's gonna.
Jalen
like
Williams
Ernie.
can't feel that Ernie.
He can't.
Ernie is more. Thomas can do that more than Jalen
I don't
Williams.
know.
Either one.
Ernie is more important than you think.
Either one. Isaiah Thomas, I would say give more credit to Jalen Rose.
Ernie is more important than you think.
I don't think Jalen Rose can do what Ernie
He
does.
can't. Ernie is way more
But
important.
if they
than you
want to
think.
keep that show and move it to YouTube,
Well, I don't. You need Ernie.
See, but the whole point is for the inside the NBA, this show became its most popular when those four became together.
yeah, but
Well,
Ernie
actually,
doesn't want.
Shaq came later.
Shaq came later, but that show became iconic when it was them four together.
Was it not iconic already beforehand?
No. It was good. It was a really good show, but it wasn't iconic
How
before.
good of an analyst is Diesel?
So wait.
I'm not saying
What
that.
about? And I know this is a crazy suggestion.
You about to say Skip Bayless already?
So how did you? Oh, yes,
No. No.
yes.
You
No.
think Skip Bayless cold?
Skip.
Be entertaining.
The reason-
It'll be entertaining.
It's very entertaining.
Controversy.
Do you think Skip cold?
Wait.
Josh?
No.
Wait, hold on. Skip is legendary.
Not
He's been
on
doing it for a
no
long time.
basketball IQ stuff.
Skip is a legendary.
Fine. For entertainment purposes, yes.
For entertainment purposes, Skip is. It's like what Kevin Hart said.
And he can hold
We
it
can
on.
dig into the next thing that you're gonna say wrong.
But
But he would be able to hold
I
his
can't
own.
take away nothing from Skip.
You don't know if he'll be able to hold his
inside.
own. He can't hold his own for his show. Yeah, he can't hold his own.
I'm not saying his own show. I'm saying
Skip
he'd be able to
got
hold.
No. Skip be getting owned by other players. Skip's voice is not
It's
respected.
not the same no more.
It's
I
not
can't
respected.
take away what Skip.
Okay. The person that who you asked who can do it? What's the bald headed dude that used to be on Pardon the Interruption?
Mike Wilbon? PTI don't exist no more?
Does it? I don't know.
I don't know.
But
But Mike Wilbon,
Mike
everybody
Wilbon,
respect him.
but Mike
Everybody respect
Wilbon
him.
can probably step in and do that job.
Mike Wilbon, even Stephen A. like
Mike Wilbon can probably step in and do that job.
Mike Wilbon is very respected.
Mike Wilbon can
All
probably.
right, so
do
we
that.
have our person. So
Would he even do that?
If it's an upgraded paid, if it's a better, he might.
Mike
Now
Wilbon.
you got to find a replacement for Chuck because Chuck is gone after this year.
Chuck claims that how many years he gonna
listen,
retire?
I'm sure.
Without Ernie, he has more motivation to be legit on this.
Yeah, but money talks.
And he said he get paid $20 million a year.
Dang, who said? Who gets
Chuck, he said on Darren Lebatard's show.
for?
He
to
said he
do
get
that?
paid $20 million a year.
To do the
And
entire
that's
thing?
just from that show. Who knows when
You
he
know
gets
what?
on that
What
Subway
about-
endorsement?
Okay, what about adding Magic Johnson?
Magic too busy.
Yeah, he's
He don't even want to listen.
And Magic got his
getting
hand-
away when he quit. Like,
Magic-
he don't listen. He was a man. If you getting away in his dough, hey, I'm done.
Magic.
He coached for like what 5 months.
Magic.
How long
is-
did he coach?
He's so good, and he's
Magic has no patience.
Magic,
Oh, no.
Magic,
Remember
Magic
he was the head
is-
coach?
Yeah, I remember he was
He
the
coached
coach.
for like a few months. He like, nah, heck no. He said he
that's
said
what
he
ain't
had,
opening up a theater. He ain't doing.
he said he had to put a jersey on the line. Can't
See,
do
but
it.
now Magic is juggling the Washington Commanders.
Magic is all about
He has a
Money.
soccer team. He's part ownership of a baseball team. Now he's part ownership of a football team.
Magic has no time for small stuff.
Magic has a very low tolerance for people that don't have good
Remember
work
Magic?
ethic.
Celebrity. Who,
So
who doesn't play, who could do it?
Snoop.
Because think about this.
You take Snoop serious?
No, but Snoop will bring views.
Entertainment. But I would say this because Jadakiss and Cameron have a very good sports show.
Jadakiss, talking about Mace.
I mean Mace.
Jadakiss and Mace.
I mean Mace.
Is it that good or is it just like clickbait?
It's good.
Is it?
It's good.
It's clickbait.
And I feel
Because
like
I don't think they talk sports that great. To be honest.
No, that show, it's a good show for them.
I don't think it's like, I mean, I love the fact that OJ was there. You know I love it. I got a song named Juice.
But they don't
Make sure y'all check that out.
But they don't have
Hey, Josh.
they don't have enough history. Yeah, I know. They don't have enough history
They're rappers.
in
Listen,
that world.
let me tell you something. I'm an MC.
hey, what
No,
about your man?
Listen, hold on. Can I say this? Can I say this? Master, I love Pete. But listen,
So, what do you think about Master P
Listen.
doing it?
no, he ain't gonna do it. Listen, this is the thing.
Right.
That's the
Wait,
thing.
if you tell Master P, hey, yo, we let you promote
Listen,
any rap snacks,
he gonna
Cheerios.
he gonna be putting his Cheerios. I'm an MC, right? In the gaming.
Uh-huh.
Josh is the analyst. He was like, I don't like me calling me personal. Look, Josh is the analyst. I put up the gaming content and all that. You know what I'm saying? Josh is the analyst. That's why I clip up his stuff. You know what I mean? He's the analyst.
But you can't tell me P don't know basketball, though.
He played in the league.
All right, then.
He can hoop for real.
Yeah, he
And he
hoop
can
for real.
talk.
He can
And
really hoop.
he is long-winded.
He is
can
cold.
talk.
Like, listen, he was off. Listen, there was a time I only listened to Nolan. Okay? By the way, shameless plug. Shameless
He could put
plug.
a new soundtrack on this.
No, wait. Shameless plug, y'all. I have a mixtape called From Midwest to the South.
Oh, goodness. That. You can't tell me.
You said you like the song.
No, I'm saying you can't tell me P would
No. You said you like the song with
I'm
Soulja
not
Slim.
talking about that. You don't love that song.
So,
You can't tell me P. Come on now.
P
So
P is one of the greatest like salesmen there is. Almost like P be scamming me a little bit on that cereal. Like
he was greatest.
you
He's
know what I mean?
one of the greatest.
He almost got
rappers
through
ever.
like Kellogg or something. Like, you know what I mean? Because he had his own food.
Hey, honestly, them rap snacks have become more popular though.
But look,
My
people don't
favorite
really been out
is
for but people don't know the rap snacks been out for a very long time. You know?
I didn't know that, but people kind of get hip
Right.
to them now.
Right.
So, here's the thing.
It always takes time for a product to blow up.
Exactly. So make sure y'all stay subscribed to the F&S Network.
So I'm thinking if they're
Make sure y'all stay subscribed to the F&S Network,
Okay.
and we gon'
So, but I'm saying if we had to choose for celebrity standpoint, I think Master P would be the best.
But what he doing? Cause he got his hand. It's like Magic Johnson.
I
He
mean,
got his hand.
I feel like as long as you allow Master P to
Put out a cereal.
I mean,
Josh, would you let Master P promote the cereal and noodles?
the only reason I wouldn't go to Master P route, the only reason why I wouldn't go to Master P route is because I think that there's a lot of people in this day and age that don't really know who Master P is. In this day and age.
and they know who Kenny is.
Who Kenny who?
And Kenny.
I'm just trying to call themselves having Lil Wayne as an analyst. You see how that works.
Yeah, but people know who Lil Wayne is.
But he's a terrible analyst.
Fine.
Be serious.
That's
I mean, Master
That's
P would
fine.
probably be a terrible.
That's fine.
analyst.
He'd be
like
terrible.
like if you go the music route, Snoop is probably
Snoop probably is a better option.
the best option.
See, just like Matt said, will Master P be able to do it? Will Snoop be able to do it? That dude works like a million different.
True. And what musician that or rapper, whatever you want to call it, who's sports inclined?
What about Ice Cube?
He has his own league.
Yeah, he does have his own.
What
league.
about Ice Cube?
I just don't know if Ice Cube
and he
commands
can use the big three to plug in.
But the NBA got to be all right with that.
No, this
NBA
is
hating on the
YouTube.
big
They're on
three.
YouTube now. This ain't on TNT.
The NBA do be hating on the big three. He said that.
This ain't on TNT. This is their channel. This is their YouTube channel.
The NBA
Which
play hating
means
on the
they
big three.
have more freedom to really.
So they can't call the show NBA on TNT. They
have to call it something.
They
else.
have to call it something else.
But I would call it something else.
I'm not sure because I haven't heard a lot of Ice Cube analyzing.
He was like that. Basketball and he made a league.
Yeah,
right.
That's like me.
So I don't know. Like.
But it's a good win-win though.
You got to have somebody that
people know Ice Cube.
Yes.
People know him.
They do.
People, I mean, you got these young folks now listening to NWA since that movie came out. That was huge.
Yes.
And it'd be good for him with promotion with the big three. He had more freedom to really plug that in.
Said that, can I say this?
Yeah.
NBA has a lot of pull in the basketball world. We know that.
Yeah.
And he said the NBA be hating on him a lot.
Which is I'm sure of.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand because these are dudes that the NBA don't want nothing to do with.
Well, Jaylen Brown played in the Big Three.
But beforehand, they didn't want nothing to do with these dudes.
But if Jaylen Brown started this, and if players start following his...
But we all know, remember what Stephen A. Smith said that people hadn't seen him like Jaylen because of...
That's fine. Why would they care? Because if Jaylen Brown was able to do this the same year that he won a championship...
I respect Jaylen.
Now, okay, here's another potential. We know this person says crazy stuff.
Chris Rock?
Gilbert Arenas.
Nah. He's not going to get it just...
He has a good basketball IQ.
He should have a good basketball.
He has a great basketball IQ. He knows...
IQ, bro. Are you talking about filling the role with Ernie, right?
Filling the role of Ernie, yes, because Ernie, you said Ernie wouldn't do...
Right.
Gilbert Arenas knows his X's and O's very well.
Right. So
and you agree with that too.
Gilbert would be a good replacement for Kenny Smith. Right. For Ernie? No.
Ernie, like you said, Mike Wilbon.
Well, what if we kind of shift Kenny Smith into that Ernie position?
No.
Because you still
has to
need...
be a Mike Wilbon position.
Because you still need a basketball IQ, X's and O's.
Ernie knows his basketball, just like he knows baseball.
So doesn't Kenny know his basketball?
Yes, but Ernie keeps everything. This is the thing, right? You have to be able to...
But it'll be a gradual transition.
Listen. You have to be able to know. All right, I say this, or I say this, like with me and Josh, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't build nothing. You're calling Josh, hey man.
Okay.
I need you to do this.
So you saying you need someone who's like, but what about like a Phil Jackson?
No, he's a coach. Like Josh.
That would be a dope way to do it though.
Okay.
But I'm saying it would be a good replacement.
Would you agree with this? Like, listen, then you say, Josh, everybody had a role.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I would never. I'm not no cat that build. If I need something built, I'm calling Josh. Hey, Josh, yo, dog, please, show me the way. You know what I'm saying? Help me.
Right.
He's cold at that. I'm not. I'm the tech guy. You know what I'm saying? Ernie he does things that the people don't see. That. Remember when they said that he got pissed off?
Involved for a long time.
Remember when they said he got pissed off about the notes when Charles Barkley turned up the notes? And he was heated, like...
What about Jeff or Stan Van Gundy?
Ernie is more important than you think.
Right.
That's important. But I'm saying, if he's not going to be willing to move to YouTube.
Which we already know he's not.
How old is Ernie?
Ernie is up there, man. Like,
what about Jeff or Stan Van Gundy?
No, that's not.
Not to take his spot.
Or Phil Jackson.
Ernie,
not to take his spot.
No, not even Phil. Ernie,
not even Phil, because like when you hear Phil talk, it's like you wanted to hurry up and in.
Ernie,
dang.
Yeah, for real. Ernie,
next thing, have you heard Phil talk?
Phil don't talk.
Exactly.
He is a coach, dude. He be on some
Now, if Greg Popovich wants to retire,
say Greg.
You think he'd take Ernie's spot?
Well, I'm just saying, if he wants to, because you need somebody that's
behind the scene.
Look, first of all, there's nobody that's going to be able to replace. But the closest that we can get to it, I think, is like a Michael Wilbon.
Mike Wilbon probably, because...
All right, but then we got our five.
Either Mike Wilbon or that other dude. What's his name?
So who's replacing Shaq if y'all think
Mike Wilbon.
If he's not going to come?
No, not him. No.
So who's going to replace Shaq if he doesn't?
Who cares?
Okay. No. Okay, so that's you that don't care. But Shaq would bring something to the show.
Shaq is great. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about Shaq. I like Shaq. He's very but as an analyst, he don't talk about the X and O.
So the basketball X and O's.
Can I tell you this? Let me say this. Shaq has a great record with Big. If Shaq held his own on the track with Big. Shaq is a great rapper. He's one of those master of ceremonies. He's like, what's it you call it? A jack of all trades, master of nothing.
So could you replace him with Ben Wallace?
No.
Don't play with me like that.
No.
I'm not answering that question.
Okay,
No.
so could you replace
Because Ben, he's
That-
really
replace
big.
him with Chauncey? Could you
so-
replace him with Isaiah Thomas?
Shaq,
See,
yes.
that could
I
be
said,
good.
yeah.
So if we
I
plug
love
in,
Isaiah.
if we
But
plug in
that's the
Isaiah
wrong
Thomas,
person to replace him with. You replace Kenny with Isaiah.
What about Rasheed? Because Rasheed got a nice show with Bonzi.
So Rasheed having a show
and
now.
Rasheed's good.
He could
Rasheed's
probably
good.
replace Shaq.
Now we're only replacing 2 people.
No,
we're only
you
replacing-
got to replace 3.
Why?
Because
Kenny never said he was retiring. You said Shaq was leaving.
yeah, but Kenny is being carried by Chuck and Ernie.
So what? I don't want it to be a brand new inside the NBA with all new people. If we got, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, but the only way that you would want, the only way that you would want some kind of remembrance of the old inside the NBA is you want somebody that was carrying the show. Kenny Smith was like the 4th most important guy on the show.
Listen, keep Kenny, replace Shaq, and replace Ernie. Kenny stays, Barkley stays.
Okay, so let's just go with what he said.
Right.
He said that he's out.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck is gone. You got to replace Chuck.
Yeah, we keep Shaq
You keep Shaq.
and replace Chuck with Isaiah
Okay, so
Thomas.
let's say that Shaq and Kenny is staying.
Yeah.
Mike Wilbon will be Ernie's replacement.
Yes.
Who's Chuck's replacement?
Isaiah Thomas.
No.
Why?
The reason why I say that is because of this. Not that Isaiah Thomas is not a high IQ type of dude. Chuck's personality. The reason why Chuck makes the show, like, he talks off the head and there's always something crazy coming out of his mouth.
But Isaiah Thomas is very charismatic.
Right, but that's not
And
what
he
you...
draw you in. I mean, you could really listen
That's
to Isaiah
why I
Thomas all day.
said...
I would replace Chuck with Isaiah Thomas.
That's why I said replace Kenny with Isaiah Thomas.
But we're only replacing the people who are trying to leave inside the NBA. And the only two
Kenny ain't
people,
leaving. What are
no,
you
the
talking
only
about?
2 people who would leave is Chuck and
Ernie Smith.
Ernie. And we already found Ernie's replacement.
Mike Wilbon.
And I feel like Chuck's replacement should be Isaiah Thomas.
See, but then you got nothing but...
How good is Shaq as an analyst, bro?
No, it's not about him being a good analyst. It's just about what does he bring to the show that people want to watch.
Shaq is a fool.
Acting the Fool has been a part of the NBA world for so long.
Right.
Acting the Fool. And then him and his sensitivity whenever he's wrong, pulling out the ring. I got 4 of these, Chuck. How many you got?
Yeah, but whose back you was on when you got him?
No. Let's
Is
not
he
do
gonna
that.
say that to
Let's
Isaiah
not play
Thomas
that
to
game.
his face?
Because you can say more so that
That's what
Kobe
I'm
was
saying.
on his back.
Is he
than
gonna
the
say
other
that
way
to Isaiah
This
Thomas?
shit, did Kenny out here 2 rings?
No. Say that to Isaiah Thomas to his face.
Shaq, no.
4 rings.
No, because Isaiah Thomas commands respect.
All right.
That's why I said,
Did Shaq win a ring dolo? Did Shaq win a ring dolo?
did Kobe win the ring dolo?
Who?
Oh,
I'm just asking a question.
won the ring dolo.
Can I ask this question? I don't mean in a soft voice. Can I ask this question?
Go ahead.
What is this? A rye?
It's really
Is it a drink?
It's
really good.
Rye is always
Listen,
stronger
let
than
me tell you
bourbon.
something. My wife is driving.
Yeah, I'm done after.
Now, let me say this.
Since I've been delegated to drive home, I have to cut off my.
Let me say this
now.
because I have an actual CDL here, so
You're gonna put me at risk, though. I
No.
can be at risk.
But it's the thing, right? This is the thing, right? Shaq at Penny. Went to Kobe. Went to Wade. Even went to Steve Nash and Jason Richardson. Then LeBron. Are you serious?
Are you
sir?
counting the years where Shaq wasn't Shaq?
I don't care. Then he went to the Celtics with Paul Pierce and Garnett and all them. Shaq was never alone.
Listen.
Never alone. Not like LeBron, like you say.
You're
Not
right.
like Iverson, like you say.
That's why.
Diesel, who talk all that trash, always had goons with him every time.
But that's the reason why I put Iverson and LeBron over a number of these guys. Because they're the only two people that I know of in NBA
You like to
history.
disregard Mutombo.
Listen, Mutombo, he brought something to the table.
Let me make sure that Mutombo in the Hall of Fame real quick.
But what was Mutombo that year? Was he the same Hall of Fame guy?
I just want to make sure he's in Mutombo.
No. Let me ask you this question, since you want to keep going to Mutombo. How much points did Mutombo average for his career? Because he wasn't known as a scorer.
Ben Wallace wasn't either, and that's your favorite center.
You're right, but
And you not even from Detroit, you from Florida.
you're right. And neither is Ben Wallace. So what's the
You're
point?
right, from Alabama, you're right.
Okay, so what's the
And
point?
I think
here?
I went to school with one of his brothers.
So,
From school.
It doesn't matter. The point is, when you the head guy, your second guy to you needs to be able to put the ball in the bucket.
We had Rip, Tayshaun, Chauncey, they can score.
Yes, that's why Ben Wallace
The
needed
kid
to
with Mutombo was inducted into the Nation Hall.
What was his career averages for points? Matter of fact, what was his average that year when they went to the final?
Let me check.
Check it.
Let me tell y'all something to F&S. Josh intentionally got me twisted with this rye ready to drink.
He did not have you
I don't know
intentionally
what this
twisted.
is. Like,
Gave him the choice.
I don't know who
Look. Okay, look. She gave him the choice to drink of this rye ready to drink Hotel Tango.
So he can,
I-
listen.
He went with the less stronger option, all right? Because this rye that he's drinking is 50% alcohol by volume. You know what that Old Forester Prohibition bottle is?
57.
57.
That's not even the high difference.
Well, that's crazy.
Look, we gon'
I started to open it and I didn't finish
Let's check
opening it. It
this out.
still has some of the
Family here.
plastic seal left.
we fam here, F&S number fam.
Right.
Next time we come through, or when y'all come through, however we do this,
Got you.
we gonna try the watermelon sour
Okay.
moonshine.
Okay.
Oh, she woke up. You won't go to the water. Oh, she wake up like this. She came like the Undertaker. She was like this. And then we got watermelon sour moonshine.
Oh, that sounds good.
And we put y'all in mind when I got
That's what
this.
get you up.
Remember? I'm
Yeah,
like,
the first
I
thing
had
Matt said was we gotta try this with Josh and Andrea.
Right, so I
need to stop with this wine
I
stuff.
have the track thing open.
I
So
never said you were wrong and
the next time we pull up,
You acted like
we bring the
Or we pull up or they pull up. It doesn't
or
matter.
how do we do it?
the
I
next
agree,
one. We
though.
need to come to y'all house.
Where it don't matter. It's everywhere with it. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? But watermelon moonshine, it's like watermelon sour.
Got you.
I'm thinking of Sour Patches here.
Did y'all have it?
No,
Did
we
you
haven't.
try
We're-
it?
You guys.
Even this,
So
I
we can
thought
all
you
try
had
it
like
together.
a-
we
so we
fam
for you
here.
guys.
So I'm like, we getting this
Yeah.
as a group. I just didn't bring it because I'm like, well,
Matt was like, "Well, bring us. We're drinking dark liquor tonight." So,
that's why I asked. I called. Like, yo, we
so
doing-
we're
we
gonna
got some
wait
dark.
till you guys get together and we're gonna try.
Yeah, I
it
had
together.
dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I mean, we got a little bit left of this.
But we gonna bring the moonshine and sour watermelon.
Okay.
Got
Josh, you the bartender. You cold like that? So I'm
Do
assuming.
a barbecue. We have not did not
We-
one
I
barbecue.
suggested-
We really gotta do it.
grill.
I
Now,
suggest
Grill is
one-
ready.
Oh, then we can come over here. With
So how about this? We
Here.
bring the meat.
We got ribs.
Oh,
Pause. Pause that.
we bring the beef meat, whatever you want to call
Oh,
it.
we can bring the meat.
I got
Oh.
the. We got
Lots of
ribs.
meat.
Well, we can
Sure.
bring.
We got
I
ribs.
definitely want some like you. I
We
gotta
got
have
ribs.
some. I gotta have
Guys,
some.
we have
brats.
ribs too. We have pork ribs.
We got. I gotta have brats. So I'm
More
bringing
brats.
brats.
So
We
we
gonna
gotta,
link up.
because we have the
Hold
summer's
up,
almost
you right.
over and we have
But
not
you
done
said
that
something.
one
We need the
barbecue.
cake.
Who?
cake like
Yeah, we do,
Yes,
Andrea.
Andreas.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
There's two, and
Some
two,
people like
there's
that.
2 slices of red velvet cake in there right now.
That's what I was literally gonna say. We need red velvet cake.
Y'all want to? Okay, my gift to y'all. Would y'all like to take it home?
No. They only got 2 slices,
All right,
babe.
fine.
I don't want.
I've had a number of slices of it. That's why I'm offering.
Oh, well then, we'll just say yes then. But yes,
So next time,
next time we'll come over
All right, so how about
here.
this? This is the
Josh
plan.
got the grill ready. We'll barbecue.
This is the plan before
And
we
we'll
go.
do part 2 of the Pop the Balloon
But-
while we're watching the
This is
show
the thing.
and doing and
Why
the
bring
next
cat-
time y'all come, this kitchen be different.
I'm gonna bring the.
Yeah.
I gotta bring so we can capture it because the PlayStation got a block. So y'all know.
Okay.
Oh, so he'll have to bring his Xbox.
No, I'm bringing Switch because I can still connect YouTube to it.
Okay.
Okay.
So connect YouTube to it, and then we can react live. But we got a barbecue next time. But I gotta look up
This
the
is almost over with.
We're not
Okay,
going to
so-
go step over to Matumbo.
Okay,
Okay, so
because-
tell me
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
Matumbo stuff.
Okay.
Did he get past 15?
I'll make pasta salad, so I'll do that.
we woke up after the watermelon sour. Great.
That's what
So you be
got
faking
her.
sleep. You be faking sleep. You don't gotta
I
talk.
had no idea what y'all were talking about,
But
but,
you
I
woke
heard
up
that.
off the watermelon sour moonshine.
That's what gets you up.
True alcoholic. No.
Oh. So Philly, 2000, 2001.
What was he doing? What kind of dirt was he doing? As far as scoring the
Let me
scoring the
pull this
rock.
up. So points.
Where was he at, Matt? Read it out loud.
Philly. Hold on, let me
Read it
pull
out
up the whole
loud.
stats.
Put an intercom on your mic.
Hold on, let me pull up those stats. I'm gonna go to the basketballreference.com.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let me go.
Keep it all the way, gangster.
Philly, 2000, 2001, right? That was the year, right? He got traded to Toronto?
Not that year. The year before that. What was he doing, Matt? Cause you be talking about Matumbo like he was the best thing since sliced bread. Iverson had all this help. How much help did he really have?
Hold on, because let me.
It's
pull up
not
the
that
thing.
hard to find, dog. I know you're looking right at it. You just don't want to say it. Whoa, where was it? What was it?
Oh, wait.
Come on, Matt. Say what you're looking at. Say it.
Let me pull it up.
Is it that bad?
No.
Is it that bad?
Let me pull it up.
Is it that bad?
Let me.
Because this will kill all of that stuff that he be talking earlier. Come on.
I'm looking it up.
Come on. Because Braun had a better team than he
So
did.
basically,
Iverson was by himself.
no.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead and say it.
The Kimbe was averaging 11 and 12.
Look at that. 11 points. 11 points. And that's your second best
Hold
player?
on. What was Iverson averaging at?
This is MVP year. He averaged over 30 that year.
I'm gonna pull him up. Let me pull him up.
Iverson averaged over 30 that year.
Let me pull him up. Can I pull him up?
Come on up.
Because let me tell you something. There is not much difference for my favorite players. Neither one of our
So
favorite
y'all
players won
done.
championships.
Y'all done.
I'm done. I'm buzzed all the way out.
I'm
I'm about to finish this.
And I gotta drive back, so
Yeah, the room's spinning. But it's real. Huh? Whatever Josh gave me, that rye,
The rye is strong.
I try to tell you that the rye is always
he only
normally
had like
stronger than the whistle.
taste of the rice.
Than the burp. Rye is normally always
but I'm
strong.
good though. I ain't tripping. Let's see.
I can
Allen
get-
Iverson.
As long as I gotta carry you in the house, I'm
I'm cool.
you know.
Iverson 2001.
The MVP year. 2000 and 2001.
He averaged.
Next time we bring in the dogs and we spend
No.
the day.
We ain't bringing these cats.
We bring the next time we bring in the boys. and
I
we
did have a
spend the
dream
day.
about having a Rottweiler and a Doberman Pinscher.
No, and then he gonna say, "Hey, what you think about having a Rottweiler?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "So we gotta get rid of one of the dogs."
And you ain't taking advantage of that?
Damn, he not serious.
Listen, I don't hate my dogs.
Yes, you do.
Do I not?
Highly
By them
unusual.
freaks, do I not be like touching them?
But
Let's get back to the subject at hand, okay? Iverson.
So 2000, 2001, when he was on the cover of NBA 2K.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Allen Iverson average
Mm-hmm. Say loud.
31.1 points.
Oh dang,
Thank
you was like right on the nail.
I told you. Especially was out there by himself putting the ball in the bucket.
But we act like if you get double team, you can't dish to Aaron McKee.
What did Aaron McKee get?
We feel like,
What did Aaron McKee
did you
have?
say Tom Brady's the game manager?
Yes.
Is Eric Snow not the game manager?
He's not the game manager that Tom Brady is. Why would you compare them to? Why would you compare them to?
And I feel like Tyrone Hill was just boo-boo.
Did you not look at him when you wiped your behind the last time you used the restroom?
You guys are gonna have this argument over.
Wait a minute.
Over.
Now we're getting more evidence to see where I stand.
Larry Brown, was he not a legendary all-time great coach?
You right.
That won a championship in college and the NBA?
You right.
Didn't he have that?
To have what?
Allen Iverson had Larry Brown, right?
Yes, he had Larry Brown. But even Larry Brown can do so much when Dikembe Mutombo was the second best option.
So did we. We have.
Who's better, Dikembe Mutombo or Brent Wallace? Are you sure?
Look, I'm biased in this. I'm already biased in this.
Dikembe 4-time defensive player of the year. Ben was 4 times.
I can care less. Ben was 6'9" doing this.
Does Detroit do the same thing with Ben Wallace? I mean, with Dikembe?
No.
I'm going with Ben.
Didn't Houston go on a 22-game winning streak in the
Ben's
West?
the same athletic freak that Ben Wallace
Does it
was.
matter?
Yes, it matters.
I love Ben. I'm Detroit.
Yes, it matters.
What they're like, dude.
Yes, it matters. Because is Dikembe catching lobs?
You look like this King Martin.
No. But didn't Ben Wallace catch
I
lobs?
love Ben.
Did Ben Wallace catch lobs?
We talking about...
Did Ben Wallace catch
Can I
lobs?
say this?
No. Answer this question first. Did Ben Wallace catch...
eyes open.
Okay. Yes, we supposed to be talking about
On the F&S Network.
decided to go look. He decided to go this route,
On the F&S Network, we do what we want to do.
and he got the evidence that he needed to see.
And we still gain subscribers doing what we want to do. So we can continue on doing that. But it's the thing. Dikembe, 4-time defensive player of the year. Dwight Howard, 4-time
Was
defensive
he
player of the year.
that for
First
free?
question. Dikembe, 4-time defensive player of the year. Dwight, was he 4? And Ben a 4. Who you taking? Because you a Florida dude.
Right. Out of them 4, I'm taking Dwight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, really.
You a hometown dude. So don't sit there and try to
No. Let's look at this in context. Was Ben Wallace ever the head of the snake of his team?
Don't they? When Ben got hurt, when they all wearing number 3 headbands on their arms?
I'm not saying that.
Like,
I'm not saying that.
The mascot wear an afro. Right, and the fans wearing the clothes. Didn't Ben get a gong?
Was Ben Wallace ever the number 1 offensive option on his team?
And Dwight was?
Yes.
Who was shooting the threes? Wasn't it with Charles Lewis?
But what was the point of the offense?
Felt like, you know what I mean? Then y'all have,
Hold on, wait.
you said y'all didn't win a championship because Rayford Austin got set down.
Right.
Oh, all right.
Whose fault was that? Van Gundy. That was Van Gundy.
Who won? That Magic team or the Pistons?
Against the Lakers?
No, Magic or the Pistons?
That answer was already in. That question is already answered.
Magic or the Pistons?
Against that Lakers team?
No, them two against each other. Mr. Dwight Howard.
Oh, the Pistons would have won.
All right, thank you.
Because they have more everything else. And yes, Ben Wallace is better than Dwight Howard at being the defensive anchor, the center,
And
the
Dwight ain't
shot
no
blocker. Because Dwight Howard brings offense to the game.
Post moves he got. What post moves that brother got? Neither one of them got post moves. You know that.
But are you going to sit here and deny that Dwight Howard wasn't the number 1 offensive weapon on that team?
He was the number 1 offensive weapon.
Yes. He was the number
Off
1
what, lobs?
He wasn't, no, not just off the lobs. He got the ball dumped to him and he did whatever little hook drop step.
Moves he had.
All he had was the drop step when he put his shoulder into your chest.
Marisha, please help me. Help me, please. Help me.
Do I have post moves? Stand up. We got a screen right here.
Hold on. We got a television. I don't care.
You stand up. Look that up. Look that up. On that finals team, what was Dwight averaging? On that finals team, what was Dwight averaging?
Hold on.
Ben Wallace, my favorite center of all time. But if I'm just...
how you violating?
What you mean violating? You asking me which one am I choosing if I have to build a team from scratch?
You supposed to be able to build around your favorite of all time. Hello, I choose no one to remember.
Listen, Ben Wallace, my favorite center of all time. But if I'm building a team from scratch, I need somebody that can put the ball in the hoop.
What year was that when they went to the finals? Was it? Oh, it was 2010, right? It was July 10. And yeah, after that,
I hope you're ready for this, Isha.
What?
It died. The mine's there. Mine's still green.
It didn't die. You tripping? Put that back on.
Keep looking that up, okay? Because I want you to look this up. Because everybody hate on the white. And look,
I love Dwight.
Understand the reason why y'all hate on the white.
Dwight Howard, my goodness. Wait a second.
But Orlando the White was a different person.
Dwight Howard averaged 20 and 6 plus 13.
Scratching your head now, player, ain't you? Scratching your head now, player. Dikembe never did that. Ben Wallace never did that. They never did that. Now there's a reason why I say what I say. Dwight Howard was the number one offensive player on that team.
You right.
Next after him was Hedo Turkoglu.
Was he on that underrated?
This is not about Hedo Turkoglu. We talking about Dwight Howard, Dikembe Mutombo, or Ben Wallace. If I'm building the team from scratch, give me the White because he can put the ball in the hoop. But if I got those number 1 and 2 scoring options established, give me Ben. Give me Ben.
Not arguing.
Give me Ben.
Not arguing.
All day long, up and down the street. You done looked it up. You seen what you needed to see. I don't know what else I can say.
Well, I'll soon that conclude this episode. Folks out here going to sleep. This happens every single... Let me tell y'all something. Wives always go to sleep. They talk good.
We start the show late all the time.
What that mean?
We did.
It's late.
Oh, y'all ready to go to sleep, huh?
No, I'm saying you should start at like
3?
We gonna talk for a while.
Like we did.
Yeah. So, you gonna conclude this? I mean,
Inside the NBA,
3 hours and 6. We good.
they making a mistake.
Terrible mistake.
They're making a big mistake. Can we all agree to
Got
that?
your light still green? Yeah. Is it still green? Okay, we good. All right. We good. We know where we're at.
They're making a mistake. They're making a mistake. But hey, that little letter that Charles Barkley posted.
Later?
he didn't post a letter. They just took clips of what he said and then
they
put it on.
They took clips of what he said. So that makes, to your point about him saying that he was going to retire many a time, Charles Barkley said some comments that could have alleged that he would have been willing to stay.
He was willing to stay. He kept telling you that.
But yeah, so anyway, they making a mistake. Now they gonna.
I don't think anybody on Amazon or NBC is gonna be able to recreate that. This is not.
It's not gonna be that.
And if they matched it, they weren't losing no money, and they still did it just on
Because
pride.
the reason why I say that is they can do inside the NBA with Shaq and Kenny with two other replacements, and it's not going to do the same. It's not going to do nearly the same.
They should get a YouTube channel.
And that's why I said they should go.
You're right. I think they should. I mean, I think they all could talk Ernie into. Listen, If Ernie was able to do a show with Charles, but listen, if Ernie was able to
You need your mic.
Let me see that. Ernie was able to do a show with Charles.
But was it successful?
I don't. Thank you. Ernie was able to do a show with Charles. That was deep.
Just doing that. Funky battery or something.
Thank you.
Well, I'm carrying the show now.
I'll be back.
Iverson and Matumbo.
If
You
Ernie-
know what I'm saying?
If Ernie was able to do a show with Charles, he could do one with that. But while the mic is, we're going to wait in there because the mic is telling us, please, even though they lied on Amazon,
What they say?
okay, 6 hours.
Your light's still on,
Of course it is.
and you ain't even
Amazon
saying nothing.
lied to us, so I don't know how much y'all missed.
The mic can't catch your dreams.
Just turned off. Yes, come on.
Here, let me give you her mic, too.
All right, cool. So we back. Look, anyway, I don't know what y'all missed, but, it is what it is. I'm probably with another pair of lab lemons. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share the content. Josh got me twisted.
Hold up. No, don't blame that on me.
Oh. What drinks? I just drank Coke. It's a little bit of...
That whole bottle of cognac is empty.
You was pouring that thing just like me.
I had 3.
That's a lie.
Had 3.
No, I'm joking. It's a joke. Okay. Well, it's a nice show. We here. We gonna be back for part 2 soon.
All right.
All right, peace out. We on.
Peace.
Make sure like scratch the guy. We gone.
Welcome to F&S Network. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share the content. Can I rap real quick? Can I rap? On the path to being the best power in the airwaves, jingling the way we break it down the game. Wide body on the highway, we not in one lane, no nonsense. Logic with every topic. The talk too real, the party we not invited. Want the truth? F&S subscribe to it. The death shows, just play and ride to it. The voice is more important than the image. Feel every word spoken. No need for camera tricks. We on the grind, freeze corner with Jay sideline. DBP next in line. Lou gotta feel he can know when you're fired. We in it for the long haul. The fatigue's off. We don't get tired. Nah, we don't get tired. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. F&S Network. We here to stay.